Hello and welcome to the Easy Allies podcast on the eve of August. That's where we are now. I'm Michael Huber, joined by Daniel Bloodworth.
Hello.
And in the control room, we got Isla Hank
Hello.
and Don Casanova.
There he is.
We got Gabby's not feeling well today, and then Rob Amiani has got some stuff going on as well.
Yeah, he's out for a few days, so.
Yeah. So we just got us four in here, a full squad,
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah,
Because,
Huber has been busy the past couple of days.
Oh my goodness.
He's been hanging out with some other friends.
Yeah, we have a show for you today. Battlefield 6 was revealed officially today, and the last 2 days I played so much Battlefield, so we are going to get to talk about it in detail. Isla and Bloodworth have been playing Dead Take.
Beat it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a shorty. Yep.
Shorty, nice. I'm very excited to hear both of your thoughts on that. Right before this, we reacted to the Nintendo Direct. We're going to be going over what we saw in there, all the announcements and games. It was a shorty, but I thought it was a fun one.
Yeah.
Also, Dawn has played way more than me. I played a little bit, but holy smokes, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. God, it's good.
Yeah, Year of the Ninja, man.
Yeah.
Head to head.
I know. We've also got Wheel World impressions. You've been playing a lot of that.
Not a
And-
lot, but I've been playing.
Okay, a little
Yeah.
dabbling. And we got Time Flies as well. So quite a few games to discuss today, which is always very fun. And then, of course, the patrons did top 10 mini games.
Oh, baby.
So pumped to see this list. Cannot wait.
How high will Triple Triad be?
Oh,
Wait and see.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Queen's Blood.
Heck yeah.
Queen's Blood.
Dude, Gwent.
Ooh.
So many good ones. I'm so excited.
Does it still count if they broke it out into its own game?
I think so. I think the thing that didn't count is if it was a game before that then they put into.
Like poker
Like
in
with the
Red Dead or something?
arcade games or the NES games and
okay.
Animal Crossing, stuff like that.
It's a great limitation. I like that. Alrighty, let us dive head first into Battlefield 6. I got my little press booklet here for all the good details. All the classes are here, all the maps. Holy smokes. Let's
Hold it
just...
up to your camera real quick.
Yeah, Battlefield 6.
But they put in that one. I don't know if we can show. Sometimes they don't let you show the insides of those things for whatever dumb reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
But
not.
they're for reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's a nice book. I was paging through it.
Nice.
It's good.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. It's like stuff like that. It's like, this is for your eyes only. And
Spared
it's
not
like
spent.
very well made.
All right, Battlefield 6 was shown, and I got to play so much. And this is one of my favorite franchises, full stop, all time. Since 1942, on my family computer, playing with friends. I always think of the memories of Battlefield because they're so impactful. This is a game that gives you lasting memories. You remember. One of my favorite memories is in the original was my friend flying the B-2 bomber and then getting all of our other friends to just lay prone on the wings of the bomber and then all parachuting down. Like,
Video games, man.
yeah, you can think of so many cool, crazy, weird things to do in Battlefield. I mean, just watch any like psycho streamer doing trick shots and stuff,
Right.
flying out of jets with a rocket launcher and then landing back in the jet. Like,
Well,
it's crazy.
there's a couple of things I was thinking that are really interesting about this event here, because on the one hand, I really appreciate that you guys basically played for a full day before they had everyone do the streams, so that
Yeah.
like everybody could kind of get acclimated and comfortable, like as best as you can, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of just like, I don't know what I'm doing and I'm streaming this to my audience.
Right? It was very smart. You're so right.
But then second is just that the reality of you've got a room full of people with vastly different experiences.
Yeah.
You've
Well,
got people
actually,
that
it's
probably
really
haven't
funny.
picked up a Battlefield game for a couple of years
But
versus
it's-
guys that are probably playing every day.
Yeah, it's actually really funny. So there were 2 rooms, and one of the rooms was for the psycho streamers.
Okay.
So anyone, if you look in the top right of the names, anyone with like an actual name is a streamer in like the A room, and then all the filthy journalists were in the other room, just like BF streamer 6, BF streamer 5, like. So they did like separate us, but when you would join a game, it would be a pretty even split of like who's on what team and whatnot.
Nice.
But Tim the Tap Man was going crazy on us. We streamed it today on twitch.tv/EasyAlice, so be sure to check out that archive.
Yeah.
Because we were going off.
Well, it's great too because you ended up in a squad. I don't know how you guys organized this, but you ended up with Snowbike Mike from
he was
Kinda
like
Funny.
3 seats down. He was like,
Yeah.
let's group, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Khalif and
Yep.
Paris.
Yeah.
So that was super
It
entertaining
was
to watch.
so fun.
The match right before Paris joined in though was crazy because you guys were down by
That
like
was
300, 400
so
tickets
epic,
and
blood.
turned it around.
It was so
heck?
epic, dude. Okay, where to begin? Like, this, just speaking from the heart and like the raw emotions and there's always going to be a little like preview event bias of like we were all together in the same room, LANing, playing for a day, Who knows the road that Battlefield 6 will take post-launch? It is a years and years and years type thing. I mean, they still support, like 2042 was getting patched forever. They turned that game around a little bit, but it was one of the weaker entries. So just speaking from the heart and as a fan of this entire franchise, this immediately feels like a return to form. It immediately feels like the high bar set from Battlefield 3 and 4. Everyone has their own favorite Battlefield, people coming in at different times, nostalgia, just overall quality. Usually the favorites are like 2, 3, 4 in bad company.
Right.
And then you have like some really hardcore lovers and defenders, obviously, of 1. And then maybe like a little bit of 5, even like 2142 back in the day. But this franchise has been all over the place, and it hasn't done the modern setting in a while. We had 4, and like Hardline was somewhere in there. But then we had like Battlefield 1 and 5, and 2042 were the last 3 big mainline battlefields, and those were World War I, World War II, and future warfare. So
Right.
now we're getting back to that modern 3 and 4 aesthetic.
Yeah. And is this the New York map?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is just a New York deathmatch one. We did Conquest of it today. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah,
People taking out that bridge on sea.
I know. One of the main things, one of the good things.
That bridge right there.
Yeah.
You can just blow that thing up.
Dude, it is so insane, man. It is. Oh God, C point every time, no matter what map. Insane. Like, look out for C. It is always in the middle. So they talked about like these little, and Battlefield has always done this, but they really exemplified it during the presentation. They were like, yo, when we're doing deathmatch and all these other modes, right? They start with Conquest. Conquest is the main mode. That's
Yeah.
all the points, the big 64-player war, everyone going for the capture points. But when they were talking about the individual spaces within the bigger map,
Right.
they were really hyping up how much they would kind of just like take them out of the big map and really define it so it could be its own little mini map within the big map. So, so many Battlefield games, like let's think of like Operation Firestorm has like huge wide open spaces, but then they have those like little warehouses that like huge firefights would always go like crazy in. So they were really just hyping up how they've really stepped up their game for the individual locations on each map. And I really felt that immediately after like a day. I was recognizing areas. I was like, this place is really cool because like there's no cover. People are just kind of running in and around rocks. Then there was another place like that was just all alleyways and tight turns and like blind corners. So there were really, really defined areas throughout the maps that I played, and I really liked that. And I think they're just strong. Like there's 9, and I think we played 3 or 4 of them. And I was like not tired of any of them. Obviously, it's just been a day or so. Like you want the more maps, the better. But there was no weak link of a map. They all felt freaking excellent.
Yeah.
And the modes too, you know. I am a Conquest player. That is the mode that I will play 90% of the time. But I really do appreciate that there are other ways to play the game. And mileage will vary on those, you know. It was really funny, the like duality of a gamer, where it's like Snowbike and I were talking about deathmatch and like how it was really sick because we were just like, there's 4 teams of 4, and like Battlefield is such a team game that like the deathmatch mode felt so tight with our team. We were all together clearing rooms. It was like really intimate. We were like, man, that was sick. I walk outside and I just like overhear a conversation. Yeah, deathmatch, dude, that fucking sucked. It's just like, so you never know how people are gonna respond to these different modes and stuff, but I really appreciated that. And then we also got to play Breakthrough, which is similar to Rush. Rush is like, there's 2 points. When both points go down, the map expands and you have to get 2 further points out.
Oh, okay.
So you're like breaking through, you know? The difference with Rush, people were asking, Breakthrough is you have to capture 2 points and hold them, and then it advances. Rush is like you blow a spot up.
Got it.
And it can like, yeah, and it's in Rush, kind of the difference too is Rush is like more, you can play solo. You can get in there, bomb it, disarm the bomb, whereas the Breakthrough is still like team oriented.
So is Rush still in this, or is Breakthrough replacing
We
it?
didn't play Rush, but
Okay,
they
okay.
said it's in there, so yeah. And then Breakthrough, of course. And then Domination was like, you know, hold the points. That was out of control where everyone was just flooding in. So one of the main things is obviously classes are back. Yay, classes. Battlefield 2042 notoriously ditched them for heroes, trying to get the, you know, the Apex vibe. You know, and just the hero shooter kind of vibe, and it
feels super weird when you're trying to deal with these kind of numbers.
Yeah, it completely lost its identity, and what made Battlefield unique and special is that class system. That is the best. You know, this is a game where if you are freaking horrible, you can be horrible at shooting people and killing people, you can contribute in the most meaningful ways ever. Dude, you just want to run around throwing med packs at your team? Amazing. You just want to like go around the back and try to like solo cap a point? Amazing. You can revive people. You want to be like a engineer and just like, yo, I'm going for the enemy tanks. That is it. You can do that. You want to get in a tank and just be the tank man. Like, cool. So there's just like so many different ways you can contribute. So even when you're doing terrible and like dying a lot, you still feel like an active contributor. I know, dude.
Just, listeners, there's this insane tank battle happening right now. It's just like building falling apart and everything.
Oh my God.
Huber just driving into a wall.
Yeah. So I actually have the classes right here. I don't want to get anything wrong. Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's assault. So they did want to say that you can toggle that on and off.
Okay.
Signature weapons. I would always play with it on because I like clearly defined classes.
Wait, what do you toggle on and off?
The signature weapons.
Oh, okay.
That means a signature weapon, only that class can use that type of weapon. So like a sniper, signature weapon, sniper rifle.
Oh, I see.
You have to be a sniper or recon if you want to use a sniper rifle. So those are signature weapons. You can toggle that on and off and join other games that don't have it, so you can have more flexibility in your character if you so desire. Ton of flexibility. Crossplay, Isla, crossplay, confirmed.
Nice.
And cross progression.
That's super helpful for a game like Battlefield.
I know.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, Assault, you can have like 2 primaries. You can have a grenade launcher. You have like an adrenaline stim. That's kind of your unique ability. Engineer was the anti-tank class, obviously. You have a rocket launcher and a repair tool, really, really essential to heal your tanks and destroy others. Support is my number 1 favorite class because it has 2 of my favorite things in all of Battlefield. Revivals and heals. I love reviving my team. I love throwing my body on players' corpses and defibrillating them alive. It's my favorite thing. I will sacrifice and revive everyone, even when it is extremely ill-advised. Like, I will take the bait every time. If someone is right there to revive, I'm running at them and I'm going for it. I don't even care. And then they have LMGs, heavy machine guns. And I just can't explain like how much it satisfies me to find a tactical position in a Battlefield game on the map. You know, you're going through back alleys, buildings, you run into a building, you go upstairs and you find a window and you set up your machine gun bipod and you have an overlook of the capture point and your team is coming into capture and you're up there defending and you're just like, ah, like shooting everyone. Everyone's like trying to get in. The suppression mechanic is still here so you can suppress enemies. It is just there's so much to think about without it ever feeling overwhelming. And I really love that. It's just so intuitive. And then, of course, there's Recon, which is Sniper. The Recon Class 2 has C4 charges.
Yeah.
I didn't get to mess with that too much.
I love playing around with a C4 in
Throw it on.
1943.
Oh, my God, Blood. You throw the C4 on your car and then, like, jump out and let it go into the base and, like, boom, take him out.
Yeah. Or just, finding those choke points, right? And,
Yes.
And it's so satisfying, like, when you're just hiding in the bushes watching the C4 and then somebody drives up and you just, like, launch that Jeep.
Yeah. They're hyping up their buzzword, kinesthetic combat system.
Okay.
Hyping it up. Kinesthetic combat system. This one's really cool. Drag and revive your team. So if someone is down,
you can pull them to safety,
Yeah, you just go up, super easy. You go up, you go for the revive, and then you're in control as you're reviving them, and you can like pull them back into cover. It was dramatic and epic and awesome. There's peak and lean. There's a combat roll, which I couldn't do. I had no idea how to do the combat roll. I was like trying. I would ask some people and they would be like, oh, let me ask. And then they would just like disappear a little bit. It was a very hectic but very awesome event. So I didn't do the roll, but climbing, all that feels really good. Just movement in general felt so nice. There were never any issues with movement. You can mount weapons. Yeah, peek and lean, all that stuff. And then they added extra slots to vehicles. So you can like hang on the back of some.
Oh, okay.
So a tank can like technically hold more people. You're vulnerable as hell. I got shot like in the back when I was hanging on one time. But just a better way to get everybody to the front line, because that was always a bad thing in old Battlefield. Sometimes
yeah,
like,
you just run forever.
You're just running up to the point because all the vehicles are gone and you have no spawn points, and you're just like sprinting. You get to the front and then you die and you have to do it all over again. It's like okay. Tactical destruction. Oh, lots to talk about. This is going to be a big one. Okay, so tactical destruction is what they are calling the destruction of Battlefield. Okay, there is not Donkey Kong Bonanza level or Bad Company levels of clear the entire map, right? There are some indestructible things.
Yeah.
There are just some indestructible things.
Trees.
Yeah, well, yeah. I guess I think some trees went down. Maybe some of them. Yeah, but like, I feel like this is gonna sound worse and more dramatic than it is, and there's gonna be online discourse about it, and there's gonna be all these think pieces about it, and I really don't think it's that big of a deal because the destruction is insane. It is so good. They didn't hype up any Levolution or behemoths from Battlefield 1 or any of that. So basically they were just hyping up that, if someone is in a building above you, you can blow the floor out. If someone is in the building below you, you can blow the floor out. There are a lot of spots where you can just blow a building up. It is a ton of destruction. But like some of that stuff is going to stay there. Or sometimes when a building blows up, its rest state will be the same, because they said they want you to master the destruction. If it was completely random every single time, that would be cool and a real cool novelty and really immersive. But from a gameplay, like tactical element, knowing kind of how the building is going to respond to a rocket or a tank shell, I think goes a long way in just like helping you play. I don't know. Again, it's going to be a thing. People are going to be talking about it, because there was one time when somebody was in a building and I kept shooting a rocket at it and the building was just like not doing anything.
It's done. It's been destroyed as it's going to get.
Yeah. So that's the big thing. Definitely a lot of people are going to be talking about it. And destruction's changed throughout the years in all Battlefields. I mean, Bad Company really started the complete destruction. Like Battlefield 2, you could blow up some bridges, a little bit of destruction here and there. Then it was Bad Company. Then, of course, Levolution in 3 and 4. So, yeah, I never had any issues except that one like weird tank incident. And I thought the destruction was incredible, because there were so many times when a building was just coming apart, or, I was covered, like one of those times I was telling you about when I'm up there with the LMG shooting down and they just like blow up the building. All of a sudden I have no cover. I run out of the building. So I think during a battle when you're actually playing, I just don't think you're gonna really think about it. I think it's gonna please 99% of players, the destruction. So
cool.
Tactical destruction. There's also a sledgehammer coming that was not in there.
Is that for one of the classes or anyone?
They didn't say.
Because I'm curious who would get that.
You can drive your tank through whole buildings to create shortcuts for the rest of the team, obviously. That's been a thing, dude, just like mow things down. Nice. So I think the destruction is on point. I think it's some of the best they've ever done so far, and I've only played for a day, so we'll see. But just something to keep in mind. It's going to be a conversation going forward, for sure. There's 9 maps at launch. They were insane.
Good. Yeah. Because these maps are huge.
Huge! Siege of Cairo was my favorite. That was the one I played. It was like the big desert-looking one, just like a town. There's like, you're in Cairo. There's just buildings everywhere, alleys, up and above.
Are there? You said you only played 4 of them, though?
4, yeah. But then, when you play a different mode, it's like kind of feels a little different, right? So I did Cairo Domination, Cairo Conquest, Cairo Breakthrough. So
yeah, because I'm curious, because like you're saying, like they haven't been in a setting for a while, whether they're doing any returning maps.
Operation Firestorm Blood from Battlefield 3, fan favorite. One of the best maps. Love that map. That map's cool because it's the best of everything. Big open spaces for vehicles and sniping, smaller, intimate warehouse craziness, and then mid-range bases too. So it has short, mid, and long, and vehicles. So really good map. And then, of course, they talked about Battlefield Portal. Dawn, I want to see Dawn making maps on this thing.
Right,
it was
I remember that.
Nuts. They had like all these beams floating in the sky. It looked wild. It looked absolutely wild, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of crazy, insane maps. People are probably going to make like Call of Duty maps in Battlefield or something.
Does the destruction work the same way in the creative maps? Do you have any idea?
They didn't go into Portal, didn't get to play Portal, didn't get to see Portal, yeah.
Yeah, I could see 2 different scenarios being there, which both could be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
One is that because it's a user-created map or whatever, that maybe there things are more destructible and there is more, chance to just completely level a map or whatever.
Yeah.
Or the second option being that, like, okay, well, if the destruction works the same as it does in the developer created maps, then like you could literally like create test areas. Like you could take a building asset, stick it down, and then just start pummeling it and see how it reacts, what happens, like really get to learn like how that object responds.
Totally. And just debris going everywhere.
Yeah.
my defense was like, if you flattened the entire map, that would be boring and it would happen every time. Like,
Right.
people would just destroy every building. There'd be like no place to like, yeah, because it keeps the integrity of like, these maps are so balanced. Like, that is another thing I really want to drive home. They felt so
Yeah, angles, sight
balanced.
lines,
Oh my God, there were
high ground.
Oh, there were so many good spots that I was in mowing people down or that people were in mowing me down. I was like, that's a good spot. Just finding all of these places. So many different flavors and paces to these battles. Like, so all of that remains intact by having the destruction be what it is. So, yeah. And like, there's an insane amount of destruction. So I don't want to downplay that. But you know, at the event, people were talking about it. That's why I brought it up today too. It's like, it was kind of a talking point. People were like, oh, like, can't destroy like everything. And it's like, no. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. It makes
Yeah.
sense. It's like one of those things where it's
Yeah.
like, oh, this could be fun. And then like you try it and it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's not just people just standing across a giant open square after half of the match.
Yeah. It's so fun. I just want to keep playing. The open beta is coming in about a week.
Yeah, they're dropping codes into everybody's chats.
And also no strings attached for the open beta. No pre-order needed. Download, dive in. I don't even know if you need an EA account. Maybe you probably do. So
Yeah, you have to.
probably,
Yeah, that's the only way that you can
But-
redeem the code.
Yeah, still no strings. So they are so confident. The confidence to have everyone just stream this straight away during the reveal, basically, and have the open beta for everyone to play. So everyone can hop in about a week, and you can see, you can feel it, feel the thrill. It was so fun. 10 out of 10. I'm very optimistic, and this easily a return to form for this entire franchise.
Sick.
Yeah, and then the campaign and Battle Royale. I mean, this is a hell of a package shaping up.
Awesome.
Battlefield 6. Nothing like a tank coming at you, man. It's so crazy. All right, next up, so excited to hear your thoughts, Blood and Isla, because you both finished
Yeah.
Dead Take.
Yeah. So that is out today officially when we're recording this.
Yeah.
And we're not going to go too long with our impressions right now because we did a very long, in-depth interview with Abu Bakr Salam
So sick.
of Surgeon Studios. And so we're going to talk about the game a little bit, and then we're going to play a clip from the interview, and then you can go check out the rest of the interview there.
Hell yeah.
But the top line of it is it's their second game. First game was Tales of Kenzera Zao, which was a side-scrolling Metroidvania with
Right.
really good controls and a great story. And now this game, which they made in 7 months,
Crazy.
is a first-person puzzle horror FMV game.
Yeah.
Actually, it's probably more thriller than horror in a way.
Oh, okay.
But it definitely connected with Isla a lot too. So yeah, let you
Yeah.
jump in there.
Oh yeah, I mean definitely like the Hollywood aspect of it, the showbiz aspect of it, and FMV in Unreal,
Hell yeah.
which I think is what this clip is sort of going to be about. But like, yeah, just everything about it was really cool. And yeah, the turnaround of 7 months is crazy.
That's shocking.
Yeah, I mean it's a good game. Like having heard 7 months, I was like, okay, yeah, like that makes sense with the scope of this. Like it's not a huge game.
Yeah, it's about 4.5 hours long.
Yeah, which to me, like I always really, boy, I'm peaking like crazy. I always really appreciate games that like have a realistic scope, you know, and achieve that. So yeah, I really like this. This game was really cool, and yeah, the interview, check it out. It was really fun to talk to Abu.
Yeah. So the basic idea is that, you know, you're playing as an actor and this other actor that is competing for the same role as you is like you guys kind of know each other, and he goes to, you know, the director, I guess, he's like a director and producer Anyways, so
He's a producer.
yeah, producer's house in the Hollywood Hills, and he's just like trying to like follow up and make sure he's okay. And then you get to this huge puzzle box of the house.
Yeah, blueprints.
There's a projector in there, and you load up these different reels from people's auditions and interviews and screen tests and stuff like that. And as you're going through that and the documents, you just find all this unsettling Hollywood stuff.
Classic.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And there's just some really, really good performances in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a moment when Ben Starr actually scared me, and not in like a horror game kind of way, but in like, dude, this guy, this character is a little
off.
don't want to deal with him. And then Jane Perry, just like one
knocked
scene,
it out of the
just
park.
holy crap,
Insane.
yeah.
Sick.
So we're gonna do the Tonight Show thing here, and play
Roll
a clip.
this.
Play it. It won't probably be as smooth as that, but here we go. I'm gonna mute us and play that.
Do you have any tips for people that want to make FMV stuff?
I love FMV games. Unreal is such a nightmare for making FMV games.
It is.
I've done 2 now that like use FMV and like the media texture is just like the player just unloads the files every time you load Unreal, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I'll be honest. I when I threw this at my team, my team were like, "You're fucking crazy." Like,
We hate you.
they were like, "You pitched what?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's like, FMV kind of stuff, like they did in like Alan Wake." And then I had the audacity to be like, "And look at, Command and Conquer, like they did like, FMV stuff there." And they were like, you have no idea the amount of work.
I was so excited when we got to the credits because I was like, cool, now I'm going to get to see like what plugin they used for FMV, what engine they used. And then I saw Unreal and I was just like, fuck. It wasn't the magical software that you could just like, tell me how to do this better. Because I hate
Honestly.
it. Unreal.
Honestly.
I hate it. All right.
I'll be sure. Like, if you ever want it, I'll get my team. I'll get like the team who were able to do it, and they can probably cry and tell you about like.
Make a plugin that makes this shit work.
Easier.
God.
For sure.
Anyway, good job. Loved it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
I would ask you more about the game, I guess, but it's like so short and it seems like a story narrative game. So like anything you talk about is like spoilery, but gameplay and pace wise, is it mostly just kind of new room, new puzzle?
Yeah, I mean it's the puzzles lead into more video clips essentially.
I would say I would barely qualify it as a puzzle game.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's more of like a.
I'd say the puzzles are like a little like a step above a Resident Evil puzzle.
It's like an escape room where each room or each solution to a thing gives you the key to the next area, basically.
Got it.
Yeah, and like there are 3 or 4 things that you have to like think through. The rest are sort of just like, you pass this gate, you're good. Here's the key to the next part.
There is
and not a criticism. Like
yeah.
It would have screwed up the pacing of this game to have like really ridiculous hard puzzles in it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There's one, Huber, that I think, like if you've been behind the scenes of filmmaking at all, is really it's kind of complex, but it's pretty cool to like go through and like you've got to like look at scripts and storyboards and notes and like
fun.
yeah.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah.
That one was cool.
And good atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And it goes hard, this game.
Yeah.
I like that. Rated R.
Oh, hard R.
Yes.
NC-17.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. Dead take. And it's like 4 to 5 hours, and it's like not that expensive.
$15.
$15.
Very fair.
Yeah, and he
It's
pointed
so
out
chill.
regional pricing too for people that affects. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, since you both are high on it, I guess I gotta play it now. I'm trying to like not add games to the pile, but a shorty one for October as well.
Yeah.
It could be like an early October game in my queue, I feel like.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
you could bang through this one
Yeah.
in a
night or two.
in October. Yeah, for sure.
Sick. Awesome. Thank you both. All right. Next up, before the podcast, we reacted to the Nintendo Direct. And now we're going to share our thoughts on what we saw, how it was.
Yeah, this is a rapid fire direct.
This was.
I think that's the thing. Is like I didn't feel like I had like enough time to like really sit with anything. I'm like, what are my reactions to this thing? I'm just like trying to process.
Here's 10 games. All right, we're done. Alrighty.
Yeah, more than that actually.
Yeah.
There's probably a good 25 or so in there, but yeah.
Yeah, they kicked off with Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection. This direct had the coolest subtitles ever. Twisted Reflection.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to get into these, but I haven't.
Right?
So I don't have much to add. I just love the way they look. I love the way Monster Hunter Stories looks. So
it hatches in 2026.
that's cute.
Switch to PS5, Xbox, and Steam. So it's on everything there. But yeah, stories are, as the name implies, more story oriented, more RPG oriented. Kind of a different kind of way to connect with these worlds and characters
and the monsters more
yeah.
too. You're caring for an egg, like that's super cool. Mm-hmm. Love that. Yeah, 2026, little ways out, but
apparently,
it's already August
this
almost.
is like the last Rathalos egg. They thought they were extinct in this world, in this timeline.
That's actually hardcore and high stakes. Then out of nowhere, Once Upon a Katamari Through the Ages. Multiplayer focused, and this is coming out quick. This
I don't know if it's focused on multiplayer, but it has multiplayer.
Yeah, and it's coming out October 24th too, Blood. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's history focused is what it is.
Ah.
So rather than just like going from like a bunch of different areas around the city, it's like you're going through different eras in time.
That's so cool. Yeah, we see like some Colosseum type, like gladiator looking parts. They were like throwing things.
Right.
The multiplayer looked really fun, and it immediately looked like Damiani would stomp us all in it. It just gave me that vibe.
You can choose to play as the prince or 68 cousins and kin. There's so many characters.
Oh my
in these
gosh. It's really cool this franchise is coming back, though. I feel like it's been gone for just a minute.
Yeah, well, we've had the re-roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great to have an all-new one with some different themes, some different ideas.
Yeah.
You got dinosaurs in there. That's always a win.
Blood, I feel like more than ever, I like your take too. I feel like more than ever, gamers in 2025 are super down for weird shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're getting back into the.
Like, let's get weird.
Yeah, I think society is finally ready to play again. We're exiting the grim, super gray reality phase.
This just looks so silly and fun. Obviously, if you played Katamari, you just roll around and pick things up, and your ball gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until you're sucking up whole continents.
I saw it looked like there was a character that was like a centaur, essentially.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then there's that guy with the long
Yeah,
neck.
see, like some gladiator stuff.
Yeah. There's all kinds of craziness going
So
on.
cool. So cool.
And then they made a point of talking about
Yeah.
the music too.
We'll do a couple rapid fire ones we don't need to lean into too much.
Yeah, for
but,
sure.
Just Dance coming back, 2026, October 14th it's coming out. Just Dance, always around. We're always just dancing.
It doesn't go away. This is true.
Yeah, it's a staple. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is coming to Switch with motion controls. You can throw the Spirit Bomb.
Right.
That's really cool. That'll be November 14th. Really hyped. Don and I really wanted Garden Warfare, but I think we'll settle for Plants vs. Zombies Replanted. Local co-op and PvP. So hyped.
Yeah, I didn't get the date on there, but October 23rd is the date. So
Dude.
another October game.
I adore Plants vs. Zombies. I adore Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. All of these games, they're so fun and pleasing and comforting and calming. Like, I just love that franchise.
The B-roll has moved on.
It's moved on to EA Sports FC. I only play Rematch now.
We don't have to worry about the B-roll. If we're
Stop,
talking
it's 2X.
Yeah.
You got to keep up with the B-roll.
No, we do not.
You got Pac-Man World 2 Repack, Always
There you go.
nice. Always nice to have Pac-Man back. Local co-op for the first time on this, actually. They're adding that. That's sick. And that's coming out soon too, September 26th.
Yeah, that's super soon.
We looked up the price too. It was like $40.
No, that was the deluxe edition. They
$30.
tricked us. It's $30 for the real.
So chill.
For the real game.
Pac-Man, Pac-World is sick. You can do 1x.
Yeah, they're
for
like
this one.
they're
I know
3D
you want to.
platformers. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why you're doing 2x anyway.
I thought it'd be funny. He said we were gonna go hyperspeed through these, and I was like, okay.
Because a lot of them are just re-releases, and
Yeah, but like, oh my
this is
God.
a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, Tactics. I'm so jazzed. Like, sure, it doesn't have the War of the Lions stuff, which is really weird.
Yeah.
But they probably lost the CDRs that they burned it onto, and it just is. It is what it is.
It is what it is. It's the price of doing business.
Yeah.
You know, no big drama. You know, hopefully it leads into more Tactics, and hopefully players that have never played Tactics or even never played a Tactics game period, I highly recommend
Yeah.
Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I have heard people say that it's good to do Tactics Ogre and then go into Final Fantasy Tactics. That's a good combo.
That sounds like a 10 out of 10 combo if you have 10 out of 10 time on your hands. I would love to do that, Blood. But I'm already buried under the crushing weight of the backlog. I imagine throwing Tactics Ogre into there. Whew, would make me buckle.
That's one that's coming to Switch 1 as well, too. So
Sick.
either way, and that's September 30th.
Hell yeah. Then we're getting Persona 3 Reload on Switch. Awesome. Love Persona.
Switch 2. Good,
Switch
yeah.
2, of course. Yes, October 23rd. That's coming up. A brand new Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment.
Yeah, we saw this in an earlier direct, but
Yeah.
yeah, they showed a lot more of it here.
I'm sorry to. I don't want to yuck anyone's yams. Is that what it is? I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to yuck anyone's yams. That's the saying.
Yeah, I don't want to get down on it, but like 7 straight years of the Breath of the Wild Hyrule universe, like I'm fatigued. I'm tired. Like I don't even want to look at it anymore. Honestly.
That's funny because like
just
I
burnt
know
out. I'm just burnt
that
out
I'm
on
not
it.
going to be into the gameplay of this, but they're like I see a lot of it. And it's like, oh, that's pretty cool.
That's my hot take. I'm ready for a fresh Zelda, dude. It's been a minute. It's 7 years ago.
We've had the
Like Link's Awakening.
the Link's Awakening and Echoes of Wisdom art style too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Hyrule Warriors. I think Damiani likes them. I always forget.
Yeah, he likes them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that it has like cool story stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think that's
awesome.
the thing is like the story side of it is pretty cool.
It's
even
like
if
a
you're
legit
not the biggest on the
prequel
gameplay.
to Breath of the Wild, right? It's like a legit prequel.
That's
Debatable. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need to get into that
Like
without
weird
Damiani
alt
here.
timelines or something like I don't
Yeah.
know what's going on there, but I
Some
think
weird reveal, too.
This one I think is probably like this is what Zelda was doing in the past, right?
Got it.
Yeah,
Making some construct.
just fighting this huge
Yeah.
war.
We got Madden. NFL 26 coming to Switch 2 August 14th. Madden's fun. For real. Madden's really fun. And then we have the Easy Chillin' Showpiece.
Hell yeah, dude. It's even in the name, baby.
Tell us about it, Isla.
Chilling by the
Chilling by the
fire.
fire, dude. It's just a fire game. Like we were like, oh cool, a camping game, and it's like, nah, it's just about making a fire, making your fire stay a fire, and you have to deal with rain and wet logs and snow, and you can toast marshmallows, and it has multiplayer with the ridiculous camera implementation of the Switch 2. So
The weirdest camera implementation.
So
But what's also weird is
silly.
like, don't you? Does that mean you have to be in the same room, or is that through the game chat?
No,
they
that's
can put
through.
it in
Yeah,
the-
that's just through.
I
yeah,
wonder if you
just
can
using the
also
camera.
do it if you're in the same room, because like that's what Mario Party does. It like takes all your faces.
It looks like for the gameplay, you're leveling up the fire as it gets bigger.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh
you have
yeah,
to, like,
it has a
keep it-
level meter.
Yeah. When it went out, it went all the way down. So it's like, yeah, you're leveling it up.
Yeah, this is out today. Humanity's
I forgot that it was
oldest
out.
social network, sitting around a fire.
Who said that we should host a podcast through this game?
Someone
That
in
is-
chat said that we should do a podcast in chilling by the.
That is very funny. How much?
Really good.
How much? There's better
Oh,
be
yeah, how much is that?
$5.
I don't know how much it is. I do see that it is. You get to level 10 to advance to the next environment. I guess.
Wow.
It just says level 10 to advance. But they also say there's a beach, forest, snowy mountaintops.
$14.99.
There you go.
Chill.
That is literally the most
Yeah, I was hoping for
I could imagine
$9.99.
paying for that.
I thought it was $50, but it said free delivery over $50. I almost had a heart attack.
What are you even looking at?
Oh, like on Amazon or some shit?
It's just like under the Nintendo thing. It like and it's like right there, free delivery over 50. It's weird.
I don't know what you're looking
Yeah,
at.
doesn't
All
matter.
right.
Doesn't matter.
He's just
Chilling by the
reading
fire.
random Google stuff.
Apex Legends on Switch 2. Alexander Zurianov, patron saint of Apex Legends, is so pumped.
I
New
doubt
season.
he cares. He wants the highest
I know.
Yeah,
fidelity for that
he
game.
will never engage with this.
He scoffs at this version for sure.
He
for sure.
absolutely would scoff.
New season though, August 5th. That's really cool. Good
Yeah,
time
it's
to launch.
launching with the new season, which is nice timing.
Hella really stood out to me. This is probably my game of the show.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I played this at GDC. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I like being a little cool, cute mouse.
You going
and-
around exploring the world and like getting ingredients for like witches' brews and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it looks super charming.
You also
You
like
can definitely see the like DLSS. I wonder if that's just a Switch thing or if it's yeah.
but the
2026 for this as well, so a little wait.
Yeah. It definitely needed a little bit more time in the oven. But the like, so there with the rabbit, like you befriend like the different animals. There's like things to do, and so then
That's
you can
fun.
ride on the rabbit, you can ride on the crow.
That's so fun.
Yeah, and it's also set up to be like multiplayer too. So
Yeah. Star Wars Outlaws is coming September 4th. I really like that game. It was really, really fun. Chronos is coming September 5th.
Yeah.
Check out our preview. Blood had the chance to play a lot of that.
Yeah.
And, we talked about it in detail.
yeah, so we had a preview for Kronos and an interview with the team. But the thing that we didn't know was when it was coming.
Yeah.
And so they were saving that for this Nintendo Direct.
September
so,
5th.
Yeah, September 5th.
So
A little
pumped.
bit quicker than I thought it would be, but like I said, Huber, like it was pretty solid.
Dude, it
It's
looks
like,
so fun.
tweak a little thing there, tweak a little thing there, and it's like ready to go.
This is so primed to be one of my top 5 favorite games of the year. That is my expectation for it. I am just hyped. It looks amazing. Everything you told me about it looks amazing. I love that the monsters can merge with corpses to become stronger monsters. I love that when you level up, you're like harming people's souls and potentially freaking out and hallucinating and like having a worse, harder time is crazy. Seems insane. Like, I wonder if that'll affect your ending. Like if you
I'm sure there's stuff there because because like
Crazy.
you can essentially equip 3 souls at a time, and then so if you come across another one, like you got to decide like
no soul run.
who are you going? Well,
No
I don't know
soul
if that's
run.
possible.
Oh.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So pumped. Chronos The New Dawn, September 5th, coming to a lot of consoles. Check it out. Kiwami 2 and Kiwami 1 coming to Switch 2 November 13th. It needs no introduction. It is Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2, 10 out of 10. Then we had a montage with a couple games, Goodnight Universe, NBA Bounce. It doesn't look like it maybe plays the best from like 3 seconds that we've seen, but it looks
yeah,
like
I
an
don't know
NBA
about that game.
Yeah, but it looks like NBA Jam, and we need an NBA Jam, dude. Come.
It's from Outright Games. We're gonna get into Outright Games in a minute.
Oh.
I would not.
So
Anything with
Whoa.
Outright Games right now. I mean, in general.
Oh, shit, dude.
wow. Okay.
Blood is
Put a pin in that blood. We'll
is
get to it.
distancing
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huber from this game.
We're
Yeah.
talking about a company that's basically focused on making cheap license games.
Oh.
Yeah. So
They wanted to make
What's wrong
NBA
with
Jam,
that?
but couldn't get the license probably.
yeah.
bet
Well, I
they
mean,
wanted
not
to-
cheap in a good way, but so.
I think
Dang.
it's great to pump out garbage slop.
They have a Hello Kitty update. I'm sure Gabby is pumped somewhere. She really likes that game. Romancing Saga 2. The Goaty Shinobi
A
was shown
preview up for
a
that
second.
this week too.
Hype, dude. Oh my god. And Borderlands 4 as well.
Yep.
And
Coming
they-
I think 3 or 4 weeks after the other consoles.
Nice. And then they closed with 2 games right at the end there. I already forgot the word. Pendulum?
Oh no, that word I don't.
That is a word.
Philippium.
Filibusti.
Palladium.
Yeah, it's palladium.
Whatever the hell it was. The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales. This is a brand new HD 2D action RPG. Not something you usually see with 2D, 3D. It's usually turn-based battles. But yeah, this is hack and slash style.
Yeah.
What do you think, Blood?
Once I saw them start talking about like the different weapons and stuff, it definitely felt like, like a classic mana game. Because they're talking about like 7 different weapon types, and so like you've got the swords, and you've got they had like and not quite a whip or whatever. There it is, Philabeldia.
Hell yeah. Love that word.
But anyways, yeah, so a lot of different weapon types to mess around with there. And yeah, I don't know. It's interesting way to kind of evolve this this format that they've been cooking on, and like the art. That's the thing. I mistook it as the Octopath game because I'd seen that Octopath had been announced, which is the next one we're gonna get into, and like a lot of the character portraits and stuff look very similar to Octopath's artwork.
Yeah.
So yeah, just taking the same technology and creating a different gameplay style with it. You also have this.
There's also a demo out.
They've done that every time.
I
man.
know, it's awesome.
They always have these demos.
It's so cool.
But yeah, so the chains and sickles. That's what I was remembering.
Chains and sickles,
swing,
like a flail.
Swing
type.
it around and then whip it forward. Yeah. But yeah, you have a co-op fairy companion that will be either CPU controlled or another player can pick up control as well.
Great.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Some neat stuff.
It's coming to everything. This is from Square Enix.
Nice.
Nintendo Switch 2, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam and Microsoft Store. There's a demo. It's Team Asano, the developer behind Bravely Default and Octopath, and Triangle Strategy. And you are the titular, they say it, Isla.
We did it.
You control the titular Elliot in a fast-paced adventure that
I feel like it would be weird if you didn't. In a game called The Adventure of Elliot.
Combines thrilling real-time action and rewarding exploration. That piques my ears. There's a debut demo out. You can check that out. But yeah, it's a big one. A big Square Enix HD 2D new IP. Definitely one to watch. Definitely one to keep an eye out. Linked Arrows Magicite, which adds an extra hit to foes around your target. So yeah, you can like combine. Can be customized with Magicite. Weapons can be customized with Magicite to increase their utility. Some Magicite has simple stat boosts, and some have like full-on different functions. So that seems like a lot of the combat customization will come from that. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the Square Enix blog for Octopath Traveler. I'm just trying to figure this out. So Chad had mentioned that like, it's based on the mobile game or whatever. And it seems like it's sort of based on the mobile game, but not really.
Oh, okay.
So they're talking about Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent was the mobile game. And it says that Octopath Traveler 0 is inspired by the story elements and some of the gameplay. So it's like, that's kind of like the rough sketch version, and then like they're fleshing it out with this. But they're saying this is the first time in Octopath that you've had a custom protagonist, and then there are 30 characters to recruit.
Wow.
Huber.
For Octopath?
Yeah.
Nice. Real quick too for Elliot. Apparently, you're traveling through 1,000 years of history, whatever that means.
Oh, okay.
So.
Nice.
But yeah, Octopath, I know, I'm behind. I played the first one. I almost finished Octopath 1. I got so far.
Right.
And then just scrubbed out. Like
I know. I heard really good
sometimes.
things about 2. I heard
Yeah.
that 2 really stepped it up.
Totally.
There's also town building in this.
Love
as well,
town
Huber.
building.
So, yeah.
Love town building.
Find resources that
Ni no
you can
Kuni
use
2.
to build your settlement, place buildings, create decorations. So,
Chef's kiss.
yeah, so this really is pretty different than the main first 2 Octopath games.
Cool.
With some of the stuff that they're playing around with as well.
Yeah, and rebuilding a town that has been burned to the ground, I mean, that's emotional.
Yeah.
A journey of restoration, healing. The world needs to heal. Epic. Emotional. And this is coming out December 4th. This is a big, big holiday Switch game coming for the Switchers. I don't know.
It's coming on pretty much everything as well.
That too.
Yeah. Switch,
True.
PS5, PS4, Series X and S.
All of it.
Steam, Switch 2.
All of it. There it is. That was the direct. I like the length. I like the pace. I like the opener and the closer. It was good. It was fine.
Yeah.
Pleased me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Any other notes on that, Isla, the direct?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed fun. Like, nothing was like, besides tactics, was like a huge win for me, but like, whatever.
Yeah.
Tactics is more than enough.
Totally. All right. We've got more to come, but if you've been enjoying this show so far, ring the bell, like and subscribe, do all the good stuff. Helps us and helps you stay connected to us and to you, with each other. Also, if you want to sponsor this podcast, put your name right here in this space. Get in touch. You can email us at info@easyallies.com and we'll get you all of the details. All of it.
The rates are reasonable.
Very reasonable. Very reasonable rates. Check them out.
Yeah.
We just love and respect all of you. We love the support. We need the support. So thank you, everyone. And yeah, just ring that bell on YouTube. It's free. Just ring it. All right. Ninja Gaiden. Frickin' Ragebound, dude.
Oh, yes.
I am on about chapter 3 or so. So
Alrighty.
played a couple hours.
Yep.
And it's incredible.
It's fun.
It controls so well.
Yes.
Take us away, Don.
Yeah, it's fun. So this is it. Your classic Ninja Gaidens, you know, the NES 1, 2, and 3, they hold such a special place in my heart. Huber's probably a lot of people, right? Our generation of gamers like just 2D excellence. All about being a ninja, killing fast, sticking to walls, climbing from ceilings. We knew the routine, and we know that it was brutal difficulty also, known for the brutal difficulty.
The 3D Ninja Gaidens, to me, the hardest games I've ever played.
Actually, same
Truly, I really
opinion.
think for me.
Yeah, same opinion.
Yeah.
The 2D ones also extremely hard, and they always had, you know, just the gameplay was about precision, but it was about also, you know, there was just the edge. It always had a tinge of, I don't know if you'd call it jank, but it was just like a tinge of like frustration where you're like, that's not really what I was trying to do, you know. So the reason I'm bringing this all up is because this game, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, Huber, a true sequel to the 2D originals from back in the day. Everything from familiar enemies to the control to everything from the originals is there, except that it's done in the flawless way the games are done now.
So you're saying that there are no respawning birds when you jump?
Right. Okay, so this should be brought up immediately. No respawning enemies, period. And that should be brought up because the original trilogy had a horrible thing of just vomiting, and every time you went back and forth on the screen, they keep coming at you.
Yeah.
This one, you can clear a level, you can go back through the level, come back, those enemies aren't coming back, Bloodworth, so it's very nice. Yeah. So it feels good, Huber. It's awesome. It's excellent. It's very familiar. However, they have this new sort of core mechanic to the combat system, right? That's based on sort of like these powered up enemies.
Yeah,
within
it's so fun.
the dance of combat, you have certain enemies that have this glowing sort of aura. They're powered up. They need to be either taken out through a melee or a range attack, specifically depending what color they're glowing. And when you take them out, you then become, for a brief period of time, embodied with their power.
Like supercharged.
You can launch either a super strike or a super missile sort of thing. And so it's all about, within the moment, you know, this dance of sort of choosing which enemy I need to kill when to like maximize the power of your strikes against whoever you're facing on screen.
Yeah,
and a lot of
most enemies dies in one hit.
Yes.
Most of them,
right?
But then there's some enemies that take a few hits, or they'll block your attacks from the front. So sometimes that supercharged attack really, really helps because you can just come right up to a big enemy or an enemy and just take them out in one go real quick.
And on bosses too, it's critical.
Yeah.
You'll see here, like this boss, for instance, every once in a while, there it is.
Sick.
So that right there was a melee supercharge. It was a range, but it was purple, but I accidentally hit it with my sword, so I didn't get the supercharge.
Yeah.
Here's a sword one. See, then I got
Boom.
it. Hit him with the super strike, then you can get a few extra hits in. So you got to
So
constantly be using the strategy of this new kind of combat mechanic they infuse in there, and it works great. It feels awesome. And like you said, Huber, it's often a lot of enemies are only one or a couple hits here and there, but you're very often getting like 3 or 4 hitting you at once, 5 or 6. You know, you're getting clusters of enemies. You're not always seeing a great example in this gameplay for the viewers that we're seeing like necessarily but through the whole range of the game, that's how it feels. And it feels good. And the main thing about it is, so the main things I want to call out, because I think it's important for anyone that loved the old Ninja Gaidens, was just like, the difficulty is on point.
So on point.
It's perfect.
And that's so great
now.
because it's from the Game Kitchen who did Blasphemous 1 and 2, which are really difficult games. 10 out of 10 play them both. Incredible games.
Yeah.
So it is really nice that you're like Ninja Gaiden. Blasphemous Game Kitchen. Is this going to be insane?
I'm nervous. Yeah, you're like, I want to love it, but I'm nervous. Yeah.
And it's challenging.
Executed. It's challenging, but the reason it works so perfectly, I think, Huber, is first of all, you've got this damage meter, which is fairly generous at just the regular default settings. I would say it's fair, right? It's like you said, difficult, but at least you're not out in a couple of strikes.
Yeah.
You've got some challenge there.
Little checkpoints to get
a lot of checkpoints.
Yes.
The checkpoints are key. Endless continues from the checkpoints. So when you're out of a session, you got to restart at the beginning of the levels. But when you're within that stage, it's crucial of just like you get to these massive difficulty spikes, but because of those checkpoints, you get to just rerun this mini section, and then the joy of being able to go back, Hubert, to the beginning and just run through the whole thing once you've really acclimated to the challenge of the stage. It's just such a nice balance. It feels good.
The bosses too, because you'll die and you'll just have a checkpoint right
before the boss.
But the boss design is so excellent because you learn their patterns. You know, you learn their patterns.
They're fun patterns.
Yeah, you're getting stomped a couple times, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I took half its health out that time.
Yes.
Like, okay.
There's light at the end of the tunnel. Yes.
So it's like you're really learning pretty quickly what ineffective strategy against the bosses are. So I really like that.
Super satisfying in that way. Yeah, so just the way that's all laid out, I think works excellently. Another thing about this game that's really interesting, so that mixes it up. So you have this female sort of ninja warrior
Kumori.
she has sort of demonic sort of supernatural powers. There's always the supernatural storyline.
She's conducting a train here.
That was,
Holy crap.
She's from the Black Spider Clan.
Yes.
Which is like a antagonistic force in the Ninja Gaiden franchise.
Supernatural powers aligned with satanic forces or whatever they are. So in this one, you end up sort of becoming fused
Uneasy
with her.
alliance.
Yeah, throughout the plot. Very uneasy alliance.
Yeah.
They're bickering nonstop throughout the narrative, which is like a funny dynamic, but you're basically fused with her. So you end up cycling back and forth where you're either her or him, but most of the time Kenji, when you're playing as him, then you after you fuse, you sort of switch into her for these tiny little sections, these sort of speed run based sections,
which is such a nice pace breaker, and you're checking in with another person narratively. Like, it's really nice. I love that breaking of the action, so you're not just constantly Kenji going through.
You switch to her. She has two things. They're either like time-based challenges, usually very difficult platforming, and some of it was mixed into the B-roll, so you might have seen it, or we'll loop back to it, but where they're leading to a bonus item, like one of the collectible, there's very good collectibles in this game too.
Very good. There's an economy. There's a shop. You can upgrade talismans. You can equip those. Every stage has 3 optional challenges that you can complete, like finish this part without taking any damage, or like kill a certain amount of enemies. So I love that stuff too.
Yeah, it's a great balance, really enticing you in a good way to replay, which I haven't even gotten to a lot of the replaying of this game yet, but I'm like looking forward to it already to just really go through on perfected runs. And the other thing with these time-based challenges, so here's what you're seeing.
Watch us like this more than Shinobi now.
No, seriously, it's crazy. Right. No.
2 of these games.
Because that's
they're
the thing
so
about
good.
this game that's so crazy is like Ninja Gaiden, right? The originals, it's like that story, that world, the music, everything about it was just like so intriguing and you wanted to love it. But then at the same time, it always had that little bit of like just punishing difficulty to unfairness, sometimes where you're
Brutal.
just like, and this now just brings that whole world to life again, but they've balanced it perfectly. And not just that, the gameplay is fun, Huber. A little while ago, we saw the stage, for
climbing is
instance,
incredible, yeah.
the climbing, the traversal, everything. We saw the stage where she was riding on the motorcycle. You always, this classic thing that happens in 2D platform action. There's everything from Battletoad to Shinobi. You're on a horse.
Turtles, you're on a
anything.
skateboard or
To
hoverboard.
different degrees of success. This, I'm telling you, the
Sunset
stage is
Riders.
fun though. It's fun, right? Like the gameplay. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's sort of a gimmicky thing often. But they just get it right in this game. Like so far, everything in this game has been like
spamming
enjoyable gameplay.
Yeah, spamming her kunai because you have unlimited, and when they like hit a metal surface and clang down.
Oh yeah, the sound.
It is
that effect.
so addicting,
Yeah.
dude. It is one of my favorite. You know how I always have like really random a list of 10 of my favorite things in gaming for the year? That is one of them randomly. It's so satisfying.
The music and sound effects.
Oh my God,
throughout
the music.
whole game. Yeah, just a lot of, take a lot of knees. And again,
This is
the
a
art,
can't miss game, everyone.
Yeah, it can't miss. You must not ignore this.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It's funny, I said to Blood the other night, I hope, Shinobi isn't going to sort of like eat this one's lunch or whatever. And
they're
Blood,
both different. Yeah, they're both
but Blood called out, well, Ninja Gaiden might be eating Ninja Gaiden's lunch just because they're coming out the 3D one. They're coming out with this. There's a lot of sort of fog that's happening, which is, I think, very true. So, but it's just like, don't skip this one.
Do not
this
skip it.
This is extremely enjoyable and excellent.
Well,
It's-
I'm just really appreciating like the arts on all of this stuff.
Gorgeous.
There's so many like little
Gorgeous.
details, and
Yeah.
little
Pixel art
animations
is
on things.
really
Yeah.
nice.
yeah.
Blasphemous, totally.
When is this out?
It's
Now.
beautiful.
It
Oh,
came out this
out
week,
now.
It
On
is-
Switch too?
Probably.
It's probably a Switch 1 version that
Switch
plays on Switch.
One,
Not
yeah,
100%
Switch
if
One
it's on
version, yeah.
Switch 2 yet, yeah.
Yeah, came out literally today.
My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
It's out now.
It's
And the
now.
variety of stages too. We missed it earlier, but I don't know if you noticed
chat
they were in a
says don't play the Switch version. It's only
Oh.
30 FPS.
Oh,
Got
no.
it. Oh, okay.
Yikes.
Yeah, there was a underground pirate caves. Just
Yeah,
like
good
all the
variety.
set. Here you go. Here's this like you get to this tropical island. This is an early
Yeah.
game too, so don't worry.
10% discount for the first week.
Dude.
Yeah. And this other mechanic of like bouncing off.
bounce
The bounce
mechanic
is
is-
crucial. Of like
Bounce.
bouncing off.
Yeah, we briefly touched on it, Don, but we do got to drive home how fun the platforming is, and just
Yes.
being able to climb pretty much any wall
Yep.
or like ceiling. You just
Yep.
freely jump up and you're climbing.
Yep.
And climbing on the walls, like it feels super, super good.
Bouncing off opponents, bouncing off projectiles. Not 100% of the projectiles you can bounce off of, but a lot of them. So it's just, you get into this such satisfying. It's just fun. It's very,
so
very entertaining and fun. And as Isla called out, it's beautiful to look at. Just
Yep.
pretty graphics,
Ninja Gaiden
lush
and Shinobi. How
pixel
are
art.
we feasting this hard, Don?
Year of the Ninja.
How are we
Like they said.
feasting?
I know.
It is the year of the ninja.
Yeah, so don't miss this gloriousness. Here's one of the speed challenges you see with her now where you got to get through. You can't let that blue meter above her head disappear, so you get these little orbs that'll fill it
okay.
up.
So it's like hitting checkpoint.
And you got to get to the end of the thing. And like I said, sometimes it's an optional challenge, which is really fun because you're getting collectibles. But sometimes you actually need to do her sections because to advance, like this here, you need to activate this cannon in order to activate the waterfall, etc., to progress through the levels.
Yeah.
So beautiful balance they've hit here with this
So
game. It is lovely.
Yeah, and just a bunch of, like we said, story nods too, like Black
Yes.
Spider Clan, referencing like the really old
Thank you,
games
Huber.
too, like
Yes.
the CIA
Oh,
element.
it has the perfect vibe.
Yeah.
Those same ultra wide cutscenes with the black bars, all that
Totally.
stuff. Sort of sparse cutscenes with just a lot. Keeps the like mystery going.
Yeah.
Everything that they
It
hit.
helps like build the
Yeah.
world you're in,
Yep.
like really
the
nicely.
supernatural element, the government
Yeah, yeah,
agencies, everything that the originals were so great at. Blood.
Totally.
Oh man, yeah.
So sick.
Sick game
That
for
is
sure.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
So good, dude.
Heck yeah.
That is out today, everybody. Today. Alrighty. Blood's got the book out. Here we go.
Here we go. Gear up.
Gear up.
Gear
It's not
up.
gonna be that. Yeah, that's true. I haven't gotten anything that I have to gear up with yet, though.
Gear up. Our next game to talk about today, a really game-centric episode. It's so fun. Wheel World.
Yeah.
This
Wheel
game is
World.
cozy as hell, dude.
Yeah,
Looks
it's
so cozy. Oh,
it
no,
is
I'm
so-
sorry.
Cozy as hell.
I like disrespected you. You played 2.
I played for like
Yes.
2 hours on the Series X, and then I was like, like just up front, I was like, I'm gonna wait for a patch, and I noticed it did patch the other
Nice.
day. The
Okay.
frame rate was a little rough on the Series X.
And this is on Steam right now. That's 10% off. It's $18.
Oh, nice.
So another
More
another-
than fair. That's
yeah, another
very
cheaper
good.
game. We love these cheaper games.
Yeah, this is it. From what I played so far, and I did not have frame rate issues. It looks pretty nice on PC.
Yeah, on Xbox, it's mostly when you like the panning left to right, like the background stutters kind of a little. It wasn't like crazy, but like it must have been bad because I usually don't care about that kind of stuff.
Interesting.
Mostly because the
Definitely.
biking feels so good.
It
Yeah,
looks so
there's
cool.
actually like I want to try it out with the PlayStation controller too, but I was
Yeah.
with the
Thanks.
Xbox controller even like they were just some really nice just like feedback with like how the different surfaces feel and all of that.
Yeah, as a lifelong biker, and like I own I built my own single speed bike like you do in this game. So this game really hits home for me.
That's
and
sick.
like bike culture and stuff. Like it felt like I was back in Chicago. Like the terminology and stuff. I was like, oh, this is like me and my friends like going biking constantly. Like I didn't have a car for 7 years in
Right.
Chicago, and like, yeah, it feels so true to it. This is made by the people who made Nidhogg, by the way.
Yeah.
So wow,
Very
that's
different.
so
Mess
cool
Off
too.
games, who I've met
Oh.
once, and they were very nice.
Yeah, we
Nice
went their studio way back for Nidhogg 2 preview.
Long time ago, yeah, in their
Yeah.
apartment actually.
Yeah.
That's so cool. God,
But no,
Nidhogg.
I like,
Can we play Nidhogg at Easy Chillin'?
fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Great.
Nidhogg 2?
Great.
Either
Or
one.
Both of them.
But yeah, what's the basic premise? How does the game begin, and what's the ultimate
your
goal?
little guy Scully there, he's like the Grim Reaper of the bike world.
Yeah.
And all of his legendary parts that allow him to ferry souls to the other side have been stolen. And so you got to go challenge these like head honcho bike bosses to get all the parts back. And
Cool. In races? I
yeah,
assume?
yeah.
Great,
You,
great.
Yeah, you
kind
have to build up enough rep to.
Yeah, you have to get enough
before you
rep
can
for
face
them to even like
Okay.
consider
For them to take you
worthy.
seriously.
Yeah.
I love that.
And the game kind of tells you the order. Like,
Cool.
this one has the least rep. You basically-
Oh, okay. I didn't even pay attention to that. I just kind of like, oh, there's a
thing over
shrine
there.
nearby. I'll just go to that and I'll go that direction.
Yeah, it is on Game Pass. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. So so these bell shrines, they're basically towers, and you go to them and it'll open up like where the points of interest are on your map, and then there's like a spirit there who will
Whoa.
expand your boost bar. Because you have
This is a straight up open world game.
yeah, it's an open. Like I said, it's Burnout with bikes, but super chill. Is the quickest way to put it, because you just wander around, go through the fields, find jumps, find bike parts in these little boxes, and
The
then
bike parts are really fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because they all have different stats, and so if you can kind of like play around with what stats you want to focus on, but also if you like complete a set, then
You get a little set bonus, or
Some of them have perks, and
Yeah,
there
some of them
might
have
be some
perks.
set bonuses. But like the guy who talks to you about parts, he's so funny because he's like this laid back guy, and he's just like, yeah, so grip does this, and handling does this, and arrow does this. But really, it's about kind of the vibe, like feel it out, use a part for a while, see what you think, and like it's about the sum of the whole or the parts.
Yeah.
rules.
But like I will say, like, again, as a biker, like they really nailed the feel of the bike in the game. And like you start out and you have this rusty old nasty bike, and you can feel that it's like not a very good bike. It doesn't feel bad to play right off the bat, but like when you start replacing the parts, you notice
Meaningful
It's
upgrades.
meaningful upgrades. And what then you realize as you go on is you really can tune your bike to what you want, because it's like I know the kind of bike I like in real life. Like I have a single speed, solid frame. You know, like I know the kind of bike feel I want, and you can replicate that in the game, which is really cool.
That
Whereas,
is really cool.
but you know, I also know that my bike is for streets only, and I literally pretty much can't take it off road in real
Okay.
life because it's a street bike. You know, and like in LA where there are hills, the bike feels a lot different than in Chicago where there are no hills, because having one speed that's at an extraordinarily high gear is tiring on your legs in
Yeah.
LA with hills. But like in this, you know, there are gravel races and off-road races and street races and stuff, and so like you can kit your bike to fit those needs, you know, differently. So it's really cool. I think that they nailed the gamification of biking really well.
That is so good. to
Again,
hear.
I've only played like 2 hours of it, but in the beginning portion, that was the first thing that jumped out to me.
The world seems really fun to navigate too. Just-
It's jolly as hell.
yeah, it looks
Yeah.
really cozy.
And the fast travel system, like it's real cute and jokey. Like the fast travel system are like these porta potties with portals, so they're
Portal
portal
potties.
potties.
Portal potties
yeah.
is very cute.
And this scene is where they introduced all the different legendary racers or whatever. But yeah, this is the part that I did. I kind of
Same, yeah. This is where I was bopping around as well.
Yeah, there's these farm fields, these rolling hills, windmills, and like find these little spots to jump over the fences. You got to find scarecrows and stuff like that.
And you have little like, you know, little sub quests, side gigs, like find 5 jumps, like find X parts, whatever. And so that kind of incentivizes you to like go out and explore.
Yeah, it's
stuff.
like a little punch card. to-
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Fill
you
in.
can feel that this little gravel road feels a little different than the dirt road.
Yeah.
It's neat, or than a paved road. It's
Yeah.
neat.
And you can do tricks.
Not that I've seen
I don't think so.
far.
Yeah,
But they give you different like boost recharges for like near misses and stuff.
Right.
And like you can draft off of other bikers.
Yeah, that's
So
actually
if-
like the core mechanic of like building
Of a
boosts. It's
race?
like
Yeah.
you draft behind somebody, it'll fill your boost meter real quick, and then you boost past them.
It's
Yeah.
like pretty necessary for winning races.
Oh, Hubert, the thing that I thought.
Lone wolf.
Yeah, so you can challenge guys. So there's like just
They have a little flag on
single
there.
bikers around that you can
Yeah.
challenge and do like a quick point-to-point race.
Yeah,
These are
that-
really fun.
That looks really fun.
But when
yeah.
you do the main races with like the groups of bikers, there's a bunch of like extra goals too. So it's like there's beating the race, but then there's also you got to beat Tom's time.
Yeah.
And you've got to find your character's name Cat. So you got to find the 3 cat letters.
KAT.
Yeah, in the race.
And sometimes those are positioned in a place where it's like, oh, if I take this, it's a shortcut. I'll actually shave off part of the race. But then sometimes it's like, that's actually a less efficient way around that corner. So you kind of have to balance it to like get the letters and win the race.
Yeah. And sometimes like you really have to like hit a jump just right to be able to like snag a letter, you know. So if you aren't boosting, you're not going to have enough air and you go like right under it.
It seems just really fun to, explore and get those like upgrade parts for your bike, and then like taking your new and improved bike into other like different terrains and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I imagine there's going to be maybe like some rocky stuff and some dirt. And,
Yeah, I mean, again, it seems like it's fairly small in a way, which is actually nice, 'cause
Yeah.
you don't feel like
Yeah.
that
Less than
pressure
20
of
bucks,
like
yeah.
Mario Kart World where it's just gigantic, right?
Yeah, I don't know how long this game is.
I feel like from the what I got off of the first boss and the list of the side gigs, like I would say this is probably like 6 to maybe 8 hours.
nice.
Yeah, How Long to Beat says main story 4.5, main and extra
Oh.
6.5, completion is
Chill.
9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Friendly.
Yeah.
Chat says there's a manual jump. Do you mean like a bunny hop? Where you go like boop with both wheels?
Cool.
On biking, that's called a bunny hop.
Yeah. You got some nice little boost
Yeah.
boost things over there.
Oh, and you can get off. I saw them get off the bike for just a sec to walk it.
Yeah,
You walk all the time,
you
yeah.
walk to talk
But
to
you
people,
walk
yeah.
with the bike. You can't like leave the bike and walk around.
You walk with your bike.
Right,
Got
right,
it,
right,
got
right.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's if you're watching the B-roll, there's the side gig menu there.
Yeah, that you get off
God,
your
I love
bike to
these
talk to people or
menus.
pick parts up and stuff. Yeah, the vibe, the
Good
UI,
everything.
the vibe,
So
the
good.
graphics, like everything about this.
The
is
music
really
is like a
cool.
nice, chill,
Good fonts.
like lo-fi
Great
synth.
fonts.
Good everything.
Have you done any of the boss races yet?
I talked to this guy, but he was like, "You don't have enough rep."
Oh, okay.
And then that was around the time when I was like, "All right, this is a good stopping point to
Got
wait
it.
for a patch."
Yeah, because music-wise, what's pretty neat in terms of like differentiating those races from the ones you've already done is those songs for the legendary biker races or whatever. They have they're like full vocal songs.
Oh, fun!
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, each of the racers seem to have like pretty fun personalities. You know, kind of tongue in cheek. Based around maybe like the different kinds of bikers, quote unquote, that there might be in the world.
Yeah, the other thing that I thought was pretty nice is they have like cute names for each of the bike groups that you challenge.
Yeah.
And so like there's these guys they're called the regulars.
The regulars.
I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? And then you find out it's like, oh, we're racing to the pub. There's a regulars at the pub.
That is funny. I like that.
Yeah.
I really
Oh.
there are so many just little details. Like it's a love letter to biking, really. Like just the fact that you can see that the main character has their right pant leg rolled up, you know, and it's like in Chicago, like I would always have my pant leg rolled up because you know otherwise you don't want it to get snagged on your bike gears, you know.
Right.
Sick.
Like
Wow.
just little things like where it's like, okay, these people actually really know biking. It sounds dumb, but I don't know. It
No
kinda
way.
feels nice.
Bike enthusiast approves.
Yeah.
That is a very good thing in my opinion always. It's
Yeah.
awesome. All right. Yes. Wheel World, another hit, another winner. We're all pleased. Good games all around. Good games. Next up, so excited to hear about this one, Bloodworth.
Right.
Time flies.
Yes. Yeah, so this is another great little small game. Like the completion time on this is like
You've played
an
so
hour.
many of these small games this year. You've been killing it.
So I actually, I think this is out today, but I actually played through it on the plane back from Krakow
Nice.
a couple weeks back. And then I picked it up again last night to just kind of like get a refresher and try to pick up some more achievements.
This is $13.50 on Steam right now.
Nice.
10% off. And it came out today, like you said. There it is.
And the premise of it, you play as a fly. It is entirely black and white, like so just basically like white backgrounds with black line art or vice versa, inverted. As you saw in the more recent trailer, Huber, when you start, your quote-unquote difficulty selection is picking the country that you're in because that country's like life expectancy is the number of seconds that you
That is
start off with on the
crazy.
clock. So like yeah, the U.S. is 76.4
That is
years.
bleak.
It is dark.
So it's
That is
76.4
dark.
seconds.
That is dark. Dude. Holy moly.
But without spoiling anything, because this is a game about experimentation, there are ways that you kind of
Offset that.
manipulate time and all that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you also play your runs are about dying and having different lives. So it's
Yeah.
like last night I
You
was
play
on-
as a different fly, like narratively?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. So like I was on like fly number 44.
Got it,
right.
got it.
But every single one of those other ones where you've died, their bodies are still there.
Oh my God.
So you just have all these fly bodies laying all over the place after a while. And you know, some of them like one of your first goals is like die old, which means you like live to when the timer runs out. And then you just drop straight out of the sky.
Oh my God.
And yeah, if you like hit the light bulb, you're gonna die. If you go into too deep of water, you're gonna die. You know, there's all kinds of different hazards, but then there's all kinds of cute things. And so like they give you what you see in the B-roll is what they call the bucket list, right? And so they're kind of like when you see a name of achievement, like it's a somewhat clear, somewhat vague goal, and you've got to like just fly through the level, figure out
Fly
what that
through the level?
means. You know, so you know when they're saying, you know, get drunk. So there's a wine glass, and if you go into the wine, you're just gonna drown. But there's a little drop of wine on the bottom of the wine glass, and you can drink that, and then like you get the drunk effect and everything.
That's fun.
Oh, I thought you'd have to go into the wine and then have a person drink you. So like
well, that's
get
a fair,
drunk.
Yeah, that's a fair interpretation.
That's funny.
Yeah. One where you make someone laugh by basically like walking on the foot of this person that's sleeping in bed.
Yeah.
And
Very WarioWare
yeah,
vibes, for sure.
Make friends is on there, and you find a line of ants, and you ride on the back of one of the ants.
Fun.
So lots of neat little cute things like that. And so sort of like your first round of like is just, okay, I've just got to figure out what each of these things is to cross off on the list. And then once you've figured them all out, then you've got to figure out how to do them all in one life.
Oh,
So,
the ultimate challenge.
well, it's the thing you need to do to get to the next level.
Okay.
So, yeah, so you get everything off of your bucket list, and then
do it all in one.
you do it all in one run,
Whoa.
and then you can get to the next level. And then there are also achievements, which are, as you would expect, there's basically like another bucket list of things that are a little bit harder to figure out.
Mm-hmm. These are within the game.
Yeah.
Got it.
So yeah, even on Switch 2, the achievement list is there.
Yeah.
That's what I played on. And there are also hidden puzzle pieces. So little out of the way spots to find, and then you find the puzzle pieces, and then you actually have to assemble the puzzle. So when you find a puzzle piece, like you have to like walk and like push the puzzle piece into the right
Wow.
spot to complete it.
Cool.
And lots of other just fun little ways to interact with things, like you saw like,
non-objective related things you can interact
Right.
with, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you can like, walk around on a remote control in front of the TV and change the channels.
Fun.
You can there's like a car at one point, and you can like dial in different radio stations and listen to different songs there. There are you go to this one of the levels is like a museum, like an art museum, and you can land on people's heads, and then the next life that person will be wearing a hat.
So silly.
So
So
yeah,
good.
it is just like one of these like just kind of Katamari-ish in a way. It's just
Wholesome.
like fun little humorous things,
Yeah.
little interactions. And like I said, it's about an hour to get through it, and then maybe another hour or so to like wrap up those like harder achievements and go back to each level and figure it out.
That's so fun, bud.
Yeah.
Awesome. Time flies, everyone. Games are good. Games are still creative.
Yeah, and I won't spoil that, but there is like a fun little thing that they do for the finale,
Nice.
keeping with the themes. Yeah,
Heck yeah.
yeah.
All right, it's that time, patrons, for your top 10 mini games.
Nice.
This is voted on by our patrons. Consider becoming a $5 patron to join our Discord and contribute to the top 10s every month. These are so fun. I love these top 10s. I look forward to them all the time. The two specific instructions that were given were: mini games will be defined as activities and games within a game that have their own rules and mechanics.
Yep. Throwing darts. Popping balloons.
Yes. Full previously released video games that appear in other games will not count. This means things like Animal Crossing consoles or the Yakuza arcades. Not
Oh,
allowed.
but this means like poker and darts and pool do count.
Yeah, I would think so.
Crazy.
I think they probably would
They probably
go
would-
to something that's a little bit more unique, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say like the implementation or something.
Yeah. Okay. But without further ado, let's get into this.
Chet says technically they would have counted, but none were nominated.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it's just,
Which makes sense. I just thought RDR2 had pretty decent poker.
Yeah,
Liar's
I
Dice,
actually
I
spent a lot
remember.
of time
Yeah.
playing poker in Red Dead.
Hell yeah.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
It's like somehow, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, oh my god, in Red Dead 2 especially, you lose and then you just like shoot the person.
Yeah.
So intense. All right. Any guesses before we get in? It's always fun to guess.
I saw one of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
we mentioned Gwent earlier, of course.
I'm guessing Gwent. I'm guessing Triple Triad.
I'm guessing Ocarina of Time fishing.
Queen's Blood. Oh my God, how many different fishing games?
But that's
do
the
you
thing, that like the Ocarina of Time fishing was so good that like it just so, like almost made a requirement. Like, oh, we gotta have fishing in there.
Yeah.
And so many times it's just like, yeah, that didn't do it.
have? I wonder if Suikoden made it at all.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few different little mini games.
There are 90 of these.
Yeah. We do
Lord.
not want to go through the whole
No,
list.
and a lot. I usually do. I'm sorry, but a lot of them I have nothing to say because I don't even know.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Number 83 with 2 votes is Honkai Star Rail Origami Bird Clash. Like I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know.
I
what
mean,
it
that
is.
sounds interesting.
It sounds cool.
That sounds interesting.
Sophia was showing me this mini game in Palia that's like a multiplayer betting game that was kind of cool about like matching food tiles. I don't know.
I'll go through ones. 83, the Mass Effect hacking game. That's
Oh,
fun.
okay.
That's fun. Monster Hunter Wilds, number 79, cooking a well-done steak.
Okay.
Very fun.
So this is a much broader topic than I was thinking
Yeah.
of game like in-world games specifically.
Yeah, but I mean, those are definitely minigames.
They're mini games in
Yeah.
our world sense, yeah.
Hubert, the one here at 71,
Yeah.
I remember this name, but like I cannot picture what it is. But it's like it's like one of those names. Is
Orlog.
like
I think I have a board game of that in real life.
Orlog's so
That Sophia
fun.
and I have not played.
It is so fun in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's also number 71.
but Tin Pin Slammer
Tin
from
Pin Slammer.
World Ends With You. Yeah,
Sounds
I
sick
think
as
it's like
hell.
a Pog-ish
Yo.
kind of thing. But I can't remember exactly.
We will name all the Mario Party ones as well. Any Mario Party one we're listing, just so you know. The first lowest one is 71, Super Dual Mode, Mario Party 5.
Hubert, you got to tell me about Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3 in Doom 3. Do you remember what this is?
Yeah, it's like an arcade cabinet, and you like punch the little turkeys that come at you. It was a nod to the little like knuckle ring that he
Okay.
had, if I remember
Got it,
correctly.
got it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that is popping into my brain there. Okay, Super Dual Mode. I don't remember that. in Mario
Chat
Party
says
5.
that Gengen and Star Dragon Sword from Suikoden got on there, so that's cool.
Nice.
Nice.
As we continue, again, I will be stopping to name every single Mario Party 1. 71, Bill Blasters, also Mario Party 5. Crazy.
The special stages from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Good.
Okay, we're going up. Dawn. First, we need Dawn's help here.
Okay.
Number
Tekken Ball at 46.
We need Dawn's help, actually. This is number 65, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Mortal Kombat.
What?
Can you just
Mortal
play?
Kombat in Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
How does
though?
that
Can you just play Mortal Kombat 1 in Armageddon? Wouldn't that
But
break
that
the
wouldn't
rule?
count.
Motor Combat.
Oh, Motor Kombat.
Oh, I spelled it
Motor
right, or I read it
Kombat.
wrong. I'm sorry. Motor Combat.
Yeah, I
remember
thought
that.
something was not right there. Yeah.
Motor Combat.
Do you actually remember Motor Kombat?
No,
That was
I
awesome.
don't.
It was a Mario Kart clone. It
Yes.
was really fun. I mean, it was simple, but it was like super functional. They had a bunch of courses and everything. It was rad.
That's
I think
sick.
you could even do fatalities, like from what I remember, while you're driving.
That's crazy, dude. I do not
Geometry
remember
Wars.
that at all.
Geometry Wars from Project Gotham Racing 2 before they broke it out into its own game.
Hell yeah.
Lucky hit.
Lucky hit.
32.
Number 32. You're going too fast, bud. Hold on.
We got to go fast.
We
I
gotta
don't
go
see
fast.
Suikoden on here at all. What are you talking about, chat?
Golf Bingo and Yakuza 46. That's a shout out. Love that one. Five Finger Fillet in Red Dead 2. That's the that gets so hard. That gets so challenging. Yep. Shenmue, Lucky Hit, number 32. Liar's Dice, there it is, number 32.
Nice,
Red Dead
nice.
Redemption. The G-Bike from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So intense. That was like at the casino place.
Now that you blanked on it, you've made me blank
I
on
know. Jupiter's Landing. What the fuck is it
it.
called?
Landing?
The fuck is the place called?
Jupiter's
Gold
Landing.
Saucer.
It's called
Gold
Jupiter's
Saucer.
Landing.
Oh, wait, I wasn't paying
My
attention.
God.
Jesus, Isla. I was
It is
waiting for you to
Jupiter's
bail me out,
Landing.
Isla.
I was reading chat. I don't
It
even know what you
doesn't
were
matter.
saying.
It's
Jesus.
Jupiter's Landing now.
Oh my
That's
God.
what
You're
it
talking about
is.
Gold Saucer?
Yes.
It's talking about
Wow.
Jupiter's Landing.
Jesus.
Jupiter's Landing.
Yeah.
My favorite store on the Citadel.
Number 32, Dragon Cart in Yakuza Like
Well,
a
you just
Dragon.
skipped the one I just asked about. Fishing Pond. Zelda Ocarina of Time, 32.
Yes, they fishing. There it is. You were calling that.
Triple Triad is at 28.
Good lord.
That is
Way
low.
down.
That's low.
Oh, that's the Final Fantasy 14 Triple
14.
Triad.
Oh, 14. Okay.
Okay.
Well, Gwent is 23.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Number 28, Mario Party 4 Book Squirm. That is one of my.
Squirm is so good.
That is one of my all-time favorites. That is the highest so far for Mario Party, but
But
that
it's
seems
Mario Party
low.
4, so maybe they have a different version.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot about Wheels. Number 19, Wheels from Sea of Stars. Another reason I wanted you to play that game.
Fuck.
That's such a good minigame.
I need to play that game. Spider-Man, the circuit projects, those were so fun. Those were insanely fun. Like, putting all the ones and they can only go a certain way, and the music that's playing, God, those are fun. Good pick. Mario Party 1, number 19, Shy Guy Says.
Nice.
This is correct. Chow Garden and Sonic Adventure, what a fun inspired pick.
Lock picking from the Elder Scrolls / Fallout on the whole.
Wow.
Intense.
Wow.
Yakuza 0 Pocket Circuit, number 13, 10 out of 10.
Dude,
Forklift Racing, number 13, Shenmue.
but also in there, Lickitung Sushi Go Around from Pokemon Stadium.
I don't even
Like, that is a
remember.
great minigame, but I would not have remembered it.
Yeah.
That's great that enough people got it in there.
Mario Party 1 Bumper Balls, number 13. I love Bumper Balls, but it usually just is this draw. So, like, as a Mario Party enthusiast and a stickler for these things, I'm gonna put a yellow card in that one, chat. I'm gonna yellow card Bumper Balls. Yep. Test Your Might, Dawn, number 11,
Nice.
Mortal Kombat.
He says, oh, wow.
All right, top 10. We made it. Here we go.
Oh, my God. How did I forget about
Yes,
Blitzball?
exactly. Number
Oh my
10,
God.
Final Fantasy X Blitzball. How do we even top that?
Yeah. That's a good top 10. Holy crap.
A tie for 8, Chocobo Racing in Rebirth. That was out of control and so in-depth, and the whole storyline with that. Oh, my God. Also tie for number 8, Hacking in BioShock.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a pipe game.
Oh, chat, the pander, but you're so right.
I mean, yeah.
The number 1 Mario Party minigame is number 7. This is the highest rated Mario Party one from Superstar, and it's in others as well. Bowser's Big Blast.
Legendary, dude.
Absolutely legendary. When you get it for like just a ton of coins on the line, unbelievable.
It's funny because as a game, it's hardly anything.
Yeah.
But it's so beautiful in its simple elegance.
Yes.
It's the stakes.
It's the highest
It's the
emotional
stakes.
stake.
It
yeah,
is.
it's-
Yeah, that's what I
complete
think the
insanity.
pander. Because it's like we've made it something bigger than it ever was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 6, Respect.
Hell yeah.
Final Fantasy Rebirth, Queen's Blood.
Hell yeah.
Praise it. Praise it. Titan card was my favorite, if I recall. Praise it. All right, we have a 3-way tie for 3. Final Fantasy VII. This is a great distinction. I love this. Final Fantasy VII Intergrade, the definitive version of Fort Condor. They nerfed it in Rebirth.
I was going to say,
Bring back the real deal.
having only played the
Yeah.
Rebirth version, this being above Queen's Blood
Yes.
is insane to me.
Yes.
But I only beat it by one vote.
Yeah, it's one vote.
Yeah.
One vote difference.
And
One
also,
vote
I didn't
difference,
play the
yeah.
Intergrade version, so I don't know.
Yeah, there was a lot more customization. You could swap out your troops and all that. So there was a lot more like, okay, building the troops out. There was just way more strategy, Isla.
Okay.
Instead of the Rebirth one was like, here's a stock battle,
Yeah, yeah.
beat it or whatever. And it was like, no. All right, number 3 as well. Hexagon
From
Fall
Fall Guys.
Guys.
Is that the one of the floor disappears?
Yes,
Oh, that's
what
a
a
good one. Yeah,
pick.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Such a good
The
pick.
one of the final rounds.
Huh. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. All right, number 3 as well. Super Smash Bros. Melee home run contest.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
beat up the punching bag
Yeah,
and
of
then you get
course.
it as far as you
Yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah.
a really good one.
It's
Really
interesting
high.
that,
Number
like,
3. That's really high.
that got that high.
Yeah.
Right, but like there's no like break the targets at all.
Yeah.
It's not like a multi-man melee at all. Like
Crazy.
it's yeah.
Did the
yeah.
Yakuza batting cages get on here?
Yes, they were somewhere for sure.
Yeah.
As
yeah, I
was
just saw it.
golf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Golf bingo was 46. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Batting cages is 28.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was a tie for 3. Now we have a 2-way tie for number 1, actually. I don't know if this has
Crazy.
happened before.
I
A
think it's
tie
a-
for number 1.
Are you guys looking at a different list than me? What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know.
28? Oh, academic course batting cages. Okay. Never mind.
All right. I'm surprised and I'm not. This is interesting. We have a tie for first, each with 22 votes. First up, the car bonus stage in Street Fighter 2. I mean, that is iconic.
Oh my car.
Yes, that is a good minigame. And especially when you're in the arcade and you just want to get that high score, you want to destroy that thing. It was like so simple and dumb, but also the coolest freaking thing. And I do remember actually as a kid growing up playing that, it felt special.
Yeah.
It felt special that there was a car just like in the map and you were destroying it, you know, because also growing up, we talk about like the fighting game stages and it's like, oh, I want to like see more of these stages. I love just like being in them. So it was always just such a cool novelty to like, all right, here's a car. Like what? And then also tied for number 1. Shocked. I'm shocked by it. The shooting range in Resident Evil 4 is number 1.
I'm really surprised by that.
Yeah. I
Like,
can't
it's
even
good,
I can't
but-
even like picture it in my head right
The
now.
bell,
that it
you
got-
ring the bell and Ashley's there just watching.
Yeah.
And it is one of the best shooting ranges of all time because Resident Evil 4 has some of the best shooting of all time, of course. The rewards are good. It's really, really difficult too. That definitely adds maybe a little extra element to its high ranking because it is so challenging. But yeah, the little boards will come at you. There's little like secrets you can shoot in the back. Mm-hmm. It's pretty awesome.
Nice.
Number 1 minigame though. Surprised. Not mad. I'm just surprised. All right. I think my number 1, honestly, you ask me right now, I'm going to say Fort Condor is number 1. The only reason I don't say Gwent is because in the base game of Gwent, there is like a one-all, win-all strategy with like decoys and stuff. The rules got so much better in the real Gwent game. They added so much depth to the actual game of Gwent that now actually when you go back to The Witcher 3 and you play Gwent, it's a little simplified. It's a little simple. So, but yeah, 10 out of 10. So that's why I got to give the Edge of Queen's Blood a little bit.
Interesting.
It's insane. All right, chat, 10 out of 10. Thank you so much. Great list. Any other notes, Isla, on your end?
No, seems good.
Seems good. All right, next month's theme. Awesome.
This is a great theme.
It's going to be end credit songs.
Nice.
Woo.
That is hardcore. Wow. One that always comes to mind is Evil Within 2. It's that one song that I hear on the radio. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know that song though. I don't know the name, but it's always on the radio.
That's been one of the nice things again about that Mario Kart World soundtrack, which is insane, is like you hear some of those songs pop up and you're like, what is that? It's like, oh, that's the end credit song from like Mario 64. Like, you know, just these deep pulls and so many of those songs. And then like, yeah, having them completely done, these new jazz arrangements
Yeah.
and everything. Yeah.
These nominations open Wednesday, August 13th as well. So become a $5 patron and get in there and
Oh
vote.
my God, Silent Hill 2 dog ending. Yes. That song is insane.
My favorite end credit song of all time, without question, it's not even close, is Avengers End Game.
In a movie?
Yes. Yep.
Wow.
All right, Bloodworth also this week, my
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, this
Are you
first-
going to tell us about Outright Games? I think you are. We were talking about this earlier with the not NBA Jam game.
Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit more in-depth than we usually do with also this week. But yeah, so you remember back when TMNT Mutants Unleashed was like announced? And I was like,
The game or the movie?
the
The game is Unleashed, the movie's Mayhem, yes.
Right,
Yeah.
the game.
I finished the game. I love the game.
Yeah. So, but you remember
Beat it.
when I was telling you about, when we was first revealed, I was like, Outright Games, I don't know, man.
Nervous, yeah.
So,
And that game was cool. That was a swimming. I was swimming hard in that one.
yeah, so this story kind of confirms why that was sort of an anomaly. It's like, oh, this is actually kind of a good game. Because
Yeah.
this game was made by Spanish studio A Heart Full of Games. They made that game, but now they are facing shutdown by Outright Games. Looks like they're pushing back. They're like unionizing. They're trying to like get out of this. But this whole story is like, it's an insane amount of like just crappy management, dude. So following our acquisition and after 2 years of continued development adapting to tight time and resource constraints, the Heartful of Games team delivered Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed.
Solid game.
The project was completed on schedule and without production issues. After launching in October 2024, the game met the commercial expectations set
Great.
by Outright.
Great.
Then Outright Games had them start work on a new license project, but they hadn't fully signed the papers to get the license, right? And that license didn't go through, so that had to be scrapped. So then they shifted to 2 different projects in February, and in April they were told
It seemed.
neither of those projects would move forward.
Blood, it seems a little presumptuous and not great to start working on something that you don't have the license for yet.
Right?
It seems like that could be bad.
That's what their bosses told them to do.
Okay.
But then, yeah, so in April, after they were told none of those projects would move forward, then the communication started breaking down.
Oh, jeez.
Right?
Communication
They weren't even
breakdown.
invited to some of the company meetings. Like, what the what? Meanwhile, Outright is out there hiring and acquiring other studios, and their new bosses are shifting their focus to, quote, low-cost, fast turnaround projects.
Like
They
the
just-
game we saw the NBA basketball on.
Yeah, they just want to pump them out. Just pump them out, make the money. Outright Games, quote, chose to outsource development of these projects to third parties while our team remained available, working, receiving salaries, a decision for which no economic rationale has been provided. Our operational capacity would have allowed us to take on one of these projects in parallel with our ongoing work. A Heart Full of Games has consistently delivered commercially successful projects on time and met performance goals. There is no operational or economic justification for Outright Games' decision to destroy 28 jobs without offering any redeployment options or exploring alternative ways to preserve them.
Wow.
So they bought these guys, got them to make the TMNT game,
And then nuked him.
and then just gave them a bunch of projects that no, and then they just kind of stopped talking to them while they were still paying them. Like, what the heck?
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate, yeah. Because I like that game, and it would have been cool to see maybe a follow-up or
Yeah.
see
Well, like I
what
said,
they
they're
would do
still
next.
fighting it to
Yeah.
whatever extent they can, so the story's maybe not completely over yet.
Yeah.
So we will see. But yeah. So next up, this is a fun one.
Legally Distinct Horizon.
Yeah. So thanks to Stephen Totillo for digging into the weeds on this lawsuit. Sony is suing Tencent over Light of Motirum, the blatant Horizon clone. You remember when we saw this a while back, this trailer was like, what? Yeah. So
My question before we even begin is, don't people make games that look and feel like other games all the time?
Yeah, but this is on another level.
Yeah.
Because apparently Tencent has approached them twice
That detail was the crazy part.
about
Yes.
licensing Horizon, and Sony refused.
Yeah.
And
I feel like that's the key piece of information, the precedent, where it's like, maybe you could get away with it like legally distinct, but the fact that they asked them first
Yeah.
and then just went ahead and did it.
do you have this on
That's
the
a
screen
case.
right now, Isla?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like look at the comparison shots between like Aloy and the protagonist and Motirum.
Phalloy.
But when you get down to the
Aloy.
Hubert, it's when you get down to the creatures where I'm just like, dude, like these creature designs are way too close.
Because like we went through this with Power World in Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
So-
Definitely some stuff going on there. But the fact that this is all tied up in this.
Yeah.
And then if you go down a little further,
Wow.
they have go a little bit more. Here we go. The pitch deck. So this is their pitch deck for Horizon. International acclaim, potential for gas adaptation. Yeah.
Barf, 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 barf.
Yeah, and just like wanting to just kind of tweak it a little bit, like
That's so horrible.
introduction of Eastern aesthetics and like all of this kind of stuff.
Potential for gas
Yeah,
is like the exact thing you don't want to hear.
yeah. So Sony is basically asking the court to block the release of the game in its current form, which would mean redoing a lot of the art. I mean, like even if you just like look at the key art, like it's the exact same color palette.
Yeah.
Like it is the like would be so easy to mistake them if you took the logo off of there. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
here's a Horizon or like
there's a
Horizon for
Horizon
kids
spin-off.
or yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Totally.
It is so crazy.
Yeah, especially after Horizon did the Lego thing, someone could easily think like, oh, there's another Horizon spin-off.
Great point. Oh my gosh.
But just like even the composition of like this thing is so similar, right? Like I know there's
It's
like a
identical. Yeah.
there's like a
crazy.
billion things with like a person standing on a cliff looking out over the environment, but still, it's
Yeah,
But
the
it's like-
foreground, the background, the
Yeah.
creatures. Yeah.
Yeah, like the only main difference is Moji Ram has a dinosaur in the middle, but like they both have big dinosaur top right, person bottom left,
Yeah.
like tree top left, mountains.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
Phalloy is very funny.
Phalloy.
That is so funny.
And quick one, but a fun one. Mario Paint is back.
Sick.
With an amazing trailer.
Yeah, the trailer is great because it really helps like talk through like all of the different, things that you can do in Mario Paint and some of the little Easter eggs and all of that good stuff. You've got your coloring books, you've got your music maker, you've got your animation tools. There's just so much that was in this game when it came out.
You could print it out back in the day, right?
No.
No.
You could
Really?
not. Yeah. you
Even
could-
on a little like weird, wasn't there like a little Rolodex type thing?
You're
What am I
thinking of the Game
of?
Boy printer.
That's
so there's
what
the
I'm
Game
thinking
Boy
of.
camera
Got it.
and there's the Game Boy printer.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but you couldn't print Mario Paint.
Got it.
What a lot of us did do is like hook it up to like a VHS
Sick.
and record things that way.
That's so cool, bud.
Danny Pena was talking about like he had like made like video transitions and stuff or whatever in Mario Paint.
Awesome.
Like back in the day.
Yeah,
Amazing.
but yeah, so we had kind of predicted that this would come when we saw the mouse controls for the Joy-Con 2. So you can play it with the Joy-Con 2 on a Switch 2,
Okay.
or on either the Switch or Switch 2, you can use a USB mouse.
Sweet.
Yeah, there's also, talk about mini games,
Yeah.
the old Nat Attack.
Nat Attack.
Get in there and swat some flies. Also, fantastic soundtrack, which came out on Nintendo Music at the same time. That little side app there. So yeah, it was fun to just be like, I saw the post and then I went to the Super Nintendo thing and was like, it's not there. It's like, oh, it needs an update. It was so fast it hadn't updated automatically yet.
Yeah. Is there any kind of integration with Switch 2? Like, can you take the stamps out of this game and like use them anywhere or any kind of?
No, not like
Yeah.
the Switch 2 implementation, if you want to call it that, is that,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can screenshot and
There you
that
go.
kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's like, and it uses the, people are saying that you can use the save states
Safe states.
to give yourself basically more slots and stuff to like
okay.
make something that's a little bit more complex,
Smart.
So,
Smart.
yeah.
Awesome.
I recently saw a video because I never played this game, Mario Paint, but I saw a video of a different game called Kid Pix that lit up
Kit
the,
Pix.
the memory centers of my brain.
Whoa.
So much. Like the sounds and everything in it were so familiar to me.
Dude.
Crazy.
I'm just going to show it briefly to chat, but like
It was wild.
I had forgotten about this entirely, and then when I saw the video with the sound effects and everything, I was like, "Oh my god!"
It's a borderline visual nightmare.
Well, that's just because like kids, you could do all kinds of insane shit.
Yeah.
This is just some random YouTube video I found, but like,
Sick.
yeah. Anyway, Kid Pix.
That's cool.
Yeah. But it is funny in hindsight to see just like, man, like Mario Paint actually had a lot. And like I had the player's guide back in the day too that like showed you like how to make like the Legend of Zelda sprites and the Metroid sprites, and like you could create like the actual scenes from these games.
So fun.
Oh yeah, and there's a little robot to save, and that save song is actually pretty amazing.
Hell yeah.
Groove out to saving your game.
Yeah, Don points out that's the save robot from Mario Maker.
Oh yeah. A lot of this stuff carries forward for sure.
That's really neat.
Steven Totillo also gave us some Xbox. Well, he reported on the Xbox financials, and I think I wrote it down from him. For the 12 months ending June 30th, 2025, Microsoft gaming revenue was up 9%. Specifically, gaming content and services were up 16%. So selling games as well as Game Pass and all of that. And hardware revenue, though, was down 25% to the year prior. So that shows you, like, just how much weight that's pulling, that, like,
Yeah.
the game sales are offsetting that much of a hardware jump.
25% hardware down, but
Yeah.
up 9 still. Wow. Yeah.
Overall gaming revenue, $23 billion.
With a B.
Yeah. So there you go.
Nice. Thanks, Blood. Good stuff. All right. As we move on to love and respect.
Love and respect.
All righty. From Tim Strothman.
I think it's just Tim.
Tim
But there's an H.
Strothman. The H is silent.
Thyme, I think.
Tim Strothman.
T him.
Thyme Strotman.
Damn it.
We're sorry.
Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Hey, allies. It's been a while. This is my first question since
been a
5
while.
years. It's been a while. First question since 5 years. Mm-hmm. Time flies.
It's been 5 years since you left.
I had this question in the back of my head ever since I watched Secret Level end of last year, and I completely forgot about it for a few months. But since Huber mentioned Secret Level almost every week now, I do mention it a lot for sure. I love Secret Level. It's just such a cool thing. It has its heart in the right place, and it just expands our video game worlds in cool ways. Thanks to Shadow Labyrinth, of course. Yeah, that's mainly why I bring it up. I feel inclined to pose my question 6 months too late. It's never too late. My question is, who is this show for? Uh-oh. Here we go. And I'm not talking about the target audience. That is pretty clear to me. But in terms of IP holders, publishers, and development studios. To phrase my question differently, why should a publisher care about having a Secret Level episode with one of their IPs? For me, Shadow Labyrinth, i.e. having an episode as a teaser for a new game, is the only episode that somehow makes sense from a corporate point of view. All the other episodes ultimately led to nothing except for being well-produced entertainment. After 6 months, I could only name a handful of games featured in Season 1. Moreover, and this might be a me thing, none of the episodes pushed me over the edge to play the game featured in the episode. Is a secret level episode simply another part of marketing strategy of the brand/IP in order to gain brand awareness? Am I the problem because I cannot enjoy the show for simply what it is and try to find a hidden agenda? What are your thoughts?
I'm at a disadvantage because I actually haven't seen it.
Okay.
I think you and Don are the only ones who watched it.
Yeah.
And Gabby.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a few things there. I definitely think that the selection of games was kind of odd in a way. It felt like there are some things like, oh yeah, there's like a pretty solid fan base who would want to see that, see a Mega Man or some of the Sony stuff or whatever. But then some of the others were just like, okay, why that game? Mm-hmm. Right? And I think maybe that's part of why he's asking.
The thing I'm still surprised about is it wasn't just all one company or one publisher.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like, and I mean, the story would be much different if the licenses were shared within one episode, but like, still kind of unique to have so many different brands represented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which kind of maybe speaks. Oh, I'm standing up because I'm tired of sitting, but that maybe speaks to a less corporate, like, secret hidden agenda, right? Because if it was corporate, I would say, like, if all of them were Sony products, know, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, Sony bought a show as a marketing wing,
Yeah.
But like the fact that it was like,
it felt
like
wholesome.
maybe just whoever they could get, but I don't know.
For being such a big corporate thing, to me, it felt grounded and not malicious. Like it felt from the heart. Like I felt the heart from a lot of these episodes.
Also, Blur is not cheap.
Right.
Yeah.
And they take a long time to make their stuff.
That is
so
one
it's
I want. That is one I want to talk about directly. Is the fucking Unreal Tournament one from Blur Studio that immediately made me boot up Unreal Tournament.
I didn't know there was an Unreal Tournament one.
It is such a sick one, dude. It's
love
about like
Unreal Tournament.
robots and shit. It is so fucking
Shout out
sick.
Facing Worlds, dude.
There were a couple misses, obviously. Like New World was weird, even though they got like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Right.
Sifu was kind of a rehash. I wish that did more, but it was nice to get Sifu just as many places as possible because all I do is root for Sifu every day of my life.
Yeah,
Another really incredible one that has a huge the question was about the secret level leading into Pac-Man, right? Well, also, I really love the Warhammer 40K one because that was a direct sequel to Space Marine 2. Takes place after the game. So, like, these little tie-ins, I think, are so cool. You can set up and tease a game. You can follow up a game and continue the storyline. Or, like Unreal Tournament, you can show a different side of the universe. So I just think they have so much potential. I agree that Season 1 was kind of a 7 out of 10 and really hit or miss. But the potential is the highest possible, in my opinion. You can take this and do so many good and wonderful things with it.
So
I had assumed this won't come back, but
yeah.
So it's an Amazon show, right?
Yeah.
And New World is Amazon, so that kind of explains itself.
Good call.
They
also did Mega Man.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
Dude, in Concord.
Yeah, kind of like where some of those money trails follow, which ones of those are like, okay, the publisher paid to be included, or which ones they had to like ask and kind of beg, like, can we make this please? Mm-hmm. And then
Season 2 is already coming, Isla.
And then and then the other thing I was wondering about too is where those past relationships go. Because again, you're talking about Blur. They're not making these trailers for all of these games. And so like, how many of these are stories of like, oh, we really liked working in this world, in this universe, and kind of building this up in a trailer. Let's actually make a story out of it.
Yeah.
Put a little bit more depth into something.
And the Concord one was really ambitious too, because that game was supposed to have the ongoing narrative,
Right.
and this episode was supposed to play into that element. The Armored Core one with Keanu was definitely like the best one in terms of like quality story, like start to finish. That one is so sick. Like,
Okay, wait. This makes sense. I didn't know this. Tim Miller, one of the guys behind this, is also known for Love, Death, and Robots
Yes.
at Netflix.
yeah.
So this is just what he likes to do.
he loves this shit.
And also,
when
he said he had to like, he really had to convince IPs to sign on.
Yes, when they announced that Tim Miller was involved, immediate like, oh fuck, I'm watching that day one. The second this came out, I watched them all in one go. Because Tim Miller, you know, this is just some random soulless, like, we're gonna make some game tie-ins. Like, I'm way less hyped, but having Tim Miller involved is like, okay, a respected name. Yeah. Oh, the Spelunky one was really fun.
Nice.
There's so many fun ones.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like nobody's putting up money for Spelunky. Like that is a passion project.
Yes, and it is a passionate one. Like it is so good if you like and play Spelunky. Like it is so good. And maybe too the mileage will vary too. What games you love, what you're attached to. Like so many of the games that popped up, I was like, I love this game. Let's go. Oh, Spelunky, let's play. You know. So, but if all these are hitting and it's like, oh, I don't know these games, I'm not emotionally attached to them whatsoever. It is pretty hard to sell you on a game in like 6 minutes. You know, these are short, and that was the biggest problem. Is that right when they start cooking, they end. So
is there an
season
Old
2
Republic trailer that's longer than a Secret Level episode?
Probably. So hopefully season 2 can be sick. Also, the Mega Man one is like such a proof of concept. I want to see where that goes, because that was the one that was like, no joke. It's like 3 minutes. It's like nothing.
Wow.
So short.
Which one?
Mega Man.
Oh, crazy.
It's so short, but it's like, is that going to be a game? Is that going to be a movie? Is that going to be another episode? Like, what is going on there with Mega Man? So, yeah.
Yeah, they said this show took 3 years to make. Like,
Crazy.
so long that obviously Concord was
Yeah.
put out and canceled before the episode was out even.
Totally. So yeah, I think it's a pretty heartfelt show.
It seems like a labor of love, judging by this article I was just skimming.
It really did. It rubbed me the exact right way. So I was very happy about it. Maybe give it a go on season 2 when it comes back, because I will also acknowledge to your question, like season 1 was just like it was not the best, but I loved it. So, all right, let's play a game. From Frankie, game Dead or Alive Service Judgment Day. Hi, allies. It's time once again for a round of Dead or Alive Service. That's okay. The game is
That's
Dead
good.
or Alive Service Judgment Day. It's very funny. Okay. Below is a list of live service titles that may or may not still be live and playable, even if it's in maintenance mode and not receiving any additional content updates.
Okay, so as long as it's playable online.
Yes.
Okay.
This list is also comprised of games officially supported by their developers, but huge shout out to the dedicated fans that stick around to keep their favorite games going or even bringing them back for the dead. So you have to tell us if the game is dead or alive service. For content. Okay. All right. There are 12 of them. Number 1, Fragpunk, came out in 2024.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be still going.
That's so new that it makes me feel like, wait, did something happen to Fragpunk?
What do you say?
I'll say dead.
Alive.
Oh, okay, good.
Number
Good job, Fragpunk.
Number 2, 2021.
I feel like I have like email for like a recent update or something not that long ago.
We talked about this one last week.
It's coming to Game Pass on July 30th.
There you go, Fragpunk.
Or that was yesterday.
Alive and cooking.
Yeah.
All right, how about this one though? Splitgate 1.
I think they pulled that one down to do Splitgate 2, and now they pulled Splitgate 2 down. So
Well, no, they with
was
the
one
whole
still
mess
out?
last week, they were saying they were taking it offline. Splitgate 1 was going to go offline so they could focus on Splitgate 2 now.
I thought they did that already.
No, that was just a recent thing.
Oh, wow, okay. So dead?
but I don't know. Like, I expected there to be pushback to that. So I don't know what the current status is. I'm going to say alive.
Alive for 3 more weeks.
That dude put such a bad taste in my
Wow.
mouth, man. I just can't with Splitgate.
Splitgate is splitting in 3 weeks. In 2001, Asheron's Call.
Released in 2001.
I feel like this is one of the, because I've heard of this. I feel like this is one that like is still going, like kept alive by community servers or something. Or maybe I'm thinking of a wrong thing.
I'm going to say...
I'll say alive.
I'm going to say dead.
2017, dead. All right, number 4, 2019's Anthem.
Dead.
It's not dead yet. I think they announced it's about to be pulled, but I think it's still alive.
I cannot believe it is alive for 5 more months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anthem is
knew it said it was
alive.
dying.
I had the same reaction, Huber, when I
Wow.
saw that they were like, "Oh, they're gonna take the Anthem." I'm like, "Anthem is up."
Wait, but didn't they kill the multiplayer? They did something like a year after the game came out where they were like, we're not supporting this anymore.
Crazy.
Something.
I don't know why it pleases, like, I don't know why I'm, like, happy about that I did it, but I'm always like, yeah, I did that. When Anthem came out, I finished all of the launch content.
Oh, really? Nice.
Every single thing just to do it. I was like, all right, did it all of it, and then I immediately uninstalled
The
it.
flying felt pretty good.
Yeah.
And my friend Sarah was the main
like,
voice in it.
Flying's cool.
Gameplay had good bones. They just didn't have
Yeah.
the right content layout.
All right. One of my underrated favorites, but it is a huge juggernaut. Tom Clancy's The Division, 2016, The Division 1.
Division 1.
I
really
assume
love
that
Division.
was still up.
I don't know. I'm gonna say dead.
I'll let you say alive.
Yeah.
It is alive. Division. Division 2 just had an update, and they said it's like the best one in years. I gotta hop back in again, dude.
In
Division.
their opinion.
It's crazy. Number 6, 2023, Dark and Darker.
Still
2023,
going, right?
Dark and Darker.
2023, Dark and Darker.
Isn't this that like wizard one?
Dark and Darker. It
I'm
sounds
gonna
like-
say. I think it's dead.
I say alive.
Alive.
Nice.
It lives. Number 7, 2020's Crucible. I don't even know what that is.
Dead. I've never heard of it.
I think that's dead.
Came out in 2020, dead in 2020.
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez.
Paragon. Remember
Ooh.
Paragon?
Is that the epic one?
Ba-
The like
Barely.
epic
Yeah, that's
MOBA
dead.
thing, like
They-
the 3D, like
No.
Well,
Someone's
it's-
bringing that back. Someone's bringing that back.
It might be
But
dead.
I don't think it's coming back under the Paragon name.
They put out all the assets they gave away all the assets to everyone on Epic Store. If I'm not mistaken.
I think it's some zombie alive. I'm curious if they have any notes.
Somebody else might have like remade it. But I thought it was dead.
Paragon 2016, dead in 2018.
Okay.
Predecessor 2022. I've never heard of that either.
I haven't heard
No,
of that
I've
either.
heard of
Dead?
that. I think that's still going.
It's alive.
Good job.
3 more. Paladins 2016.
Oh, that's dead.
Paladins is alive.
Oh.
Paladins 2016 Paladins.
What?
Apparently that's literally one of the Paragon revivals.
Okay.
Paladins.
Says chat.
Oh my god. Paladins, dude. 2 more.
Oh no, that was predecessor, not Paladin.
Realm Royale. Remember that one? The Battle Royale, but fantasy. Sick game. 2018's Realm Royale. 2018.
No, that guy's dead.
Dead?
Barely dead. 2025.
Oh, bummer.
Defiance Blood. 2013.
I think I think when I was pasting it in there, I think I saw that one. I think it is. There's like something where somebody's bringing it back or something
Is
nonsense.
that the one that had the TV show title?
Yes, that Blood was like spearheading.
so they had
all the content.
They had the original game. They had like a reboot not that long ago.
Defiance Expert.
And I think that there's like another.
Is it related to the Allegiant like YA novels?
I have no idea about that.
Because
Divergent, Allegiant.
Oh, Divergent.
No,
okay,
not at all.
I'm thinking
Not
of
at all.
something else.
Yeah, no. So, yeah,
Dead?
I reviewed the MMO game at Game Trailers.
I remember so
then-
vividly.
That's a true believer. Look at this.
Yeah,
the-
watched all the episodes, the
Well, that's
show
the
you were
thing.
watching.
So, it's one of those things where it's like, well, the TV show tie-in was such a big deal. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I watched the show on Sci-Fi too. Ended up liking the show way more than the game, and just kept watching the show until I got, killed prematurely. It was a great show.
Yeah, dude, sick.
Well, especially because like it was like one of those shows is like this is too good for sci-fi, which is I
Yeah.
think why it got
They
killed
had a lot of
eventually
those
because it
shows.
was like too expensive, right?
Sci-Fi had a lot of good shows that were too good.
Yeah.
12 Monkeys, I love.
Dude, I love 12
Yeah.
Monkeys.
I
It
like the
ended
show
well, dude.
Helix.
12 Monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It came together. Check it out.
It says Back from the Dead, baby, 2025.
Wow.
For context on Defiance, a small studio, Fox, has been buying up the rights and all the assets
Fox spelled like Guy Fawkes.
to several defunct MMOs and other online titles and bringing them back from the dead.
Interesting.
A wild business model.
It's interesting because you're talking about the show Blood, and the whole big gimmick when Defiance came out was the show tie-in, but I can't imagine the show ever coming back. So it's interesting now that the game will come back, but without the show counterpart at all.
Yeah. I mean, the show tie-in thing was very weird and loosey-goosey anyway, so it's like that was definitely overblown.
Yeah.
Like they were in the same universe, but like the show is taking place in St. Louis and the game is taking place in San Francisco, and it's just like you got like some drop or some ridiculous thing that didn't matter.
Ne'er the
Yeah.
twain shall meet.
Alrighty. One more from Dawson March. Salutations, my dear allies. When I hear people talk about the new Call of Duty games, I hear a lot of complaining. Oh, Call of Duty lovers and haters love to hate on Call of Duty. Both the lovers and the haters love to hate. They should go back to the old days of COD, or the skins are out of control. The new COD games have decent Metacritic scores, but then you take a look at the user scores and realize the public discourse. It is so toxic. It's crazy. However, it is consistently the best-selling game every year. How do they manage to piss off their audience while outselling every game at the same time? And are there any other franchises or games you can think of that follow suit?
I think Don knows one.
Don.
There it is.
Yep.
I mean, this is simple. This is simple, like arithmetic. Like, if something is wildly popular, you're gonna have only 10% of the people who play it are gonna talk about it online at all.
Yeah.
And of that 10%, 6.5% are gonna be loud assholes,
Yeah.
like Don. Exactly. Thank you. So like that's just how it is. Like it's
Yeah.
not indicative of
Anger
reality.
sells, drama sells still. Like,
Yeah, anger is the opiate of the masses.
Because like you see a good take on something and you just kind of nod and agree and everyone is like, yeah, great, and everyone moves on. But when you see a bad take or a hot take, you're like, no, like this and then this, and everyone's like this and this. It just feels like the discourse and the engagement is so much more when something is negative.
Yeah. I think especially when you have something, because that's the thing. It seems to be a lot more common in games like Call of Duty, like Madden, a little bit like Assassin's Creed, where they just keep coming out.
Yeah.
And so it's like you're not just having like the fan base for like this one game. It's like you have this fan base that like crosses over like year after year after year. And there's just this massive swelling of people that, might be playing it or that used to play it and have an opinion of something or whatever, or checked in for a weekend. And so again, it's just like the bigger the pie is, the more people there are to be disgruntled about it.
Disgruntled. Yeah.
And particularly like when you don't give people time to wait and to be like, oh, like Donkey Kong is back, like that's a big deal, and the other thing is, like with Madden, like Don was talking about, it's like, okay, they try to like pump up something. It's like, oh, this is supposed to be new. This is supposed to be the best ever, the most revolutionary. But it's like the game is just being held together by duct tape.
Yeah.
And like every year, just like shove the new stats in there, get it out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other examples. Because, Call of Duty is such a fun example because, just like... It always seems like people are pissed. It's actually really funny because...
What's funny is that, like, Madden seems to have been kind of not great for a long time now.
Yeah, peaks and... Yeah.
Like, the years that, like, Madden was, like...
2018,
still great,
right?
despite its flaws, like, feel like they're in the past.
Yeah.
But with Call of Duty, I feel like, it has its ups and downs, but it's rarely actually bad.
I agree. If you follow my Call of Duty takes, you will see how grounded and rational I am about Call of Duty. Play it for 2 months, wait for the next one. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, so that's why it's so funny sometimes that, I'll be enjoying like a Modern Warfare reboot or something, and then I'll like catch some strays or see something where it's like, oh, everyone's pissed? Oh, everyone hates this? And it's like, I'm over here having like a blast. Like, how is it any different than this one or this one? Obviously, like every Call of Duty has their little differences, and post-launch changes things because of, that element too of the competitive scene. That is a very, very loud scene, Call of Duty competitive, because the influencers and stuff have so much power and say.
Yeah.
And that all trickles down to the entire discourse and conversation.
The competitive mindset definitely changes where, like, a lot, like where a lot of the negative commentary comes from, right? Because like even like with the Mario Kart World discourse, right?
Yeah.
People like losing their minds because they can't like select the 3-lap races at will, and they've just put out a new patch to address that. But it's like not a thing that ever crossed my mind.
Exactly.
I was just having a blast.
It's not even on your radar. Yeah. So when the professionals start talking about like, oh, the time to kill here is like 0.4 seconds shorter than this. Like, look at you should be outraged about this, and then that spreads and spreads and spreads and spreads. Cash grab this, cash grab that, broken, get dead game, boom, boom. But it's just like snowball effect.
I got one for you. Destiny.
Perfect. Everyone hates Destiny but loves Destiny. Yeah. Love, hate, Destiny. But like a franchise that consistently gets so much hate that just always sells well. I don't know.
I mean, it is Destiny. I mean, like, yes, Destiny 2 is a game, but I mean, it's a every other year update kind of thing, like.
Yeah.
Has Destiny been around for more than 10 years now? Because I remember when Destiny 1 came out, they were like, here's our 10-year plan.
Yes, it has.
Remember that?
Definitely crazy. Since the first one. I can't remember when Destiny 2 launched.
Oh yeah, I mean any of the sports games like NBA 2K or the soccer ones. Or
2014, over 10 years.
Wow, more than 10. They did it.
Because we talked about. I remember last year everyone's talking about it. 10 years. Did they fulfill their plan?
Right.
Yeah.
Were we misled?
But yeah, definitely the football club stuff with the cards and all of that.
Yeah, and they ended the story last year. That's right. Or like the main first arc. Also, fun fact. You want to know a fun fact? Thinking about disgruntled. That's called an orphaned negative because the gruntled is not a word.
Got it.
So it doesn't have a positive pair.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first Destiny expansion that I just full on missed. It came out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
The Edge of Fate. A medium-sized expansion, they say. I just like no.
Yeah, I
medium-sized expansion.
I get the emails every week, but I really didn't see a lot of push for that.
I haven't seen anyone talk about it too. What is even going on with Destiny? Like,
Chad says the expansion is getting terrible reviews and the community is very mad. So it sounds like a Destiny expansion.
Yep.
But no, the big one though, people actually like.
The final shape. The last one
next,
was so sick.
The next person in chat says it's a legit expansion. One of the better stories they've done. Destiny. The experience.
Destiny, the experience. There it is. The Destiny experience. Great pick, Blood. Destiny, yes. Perfect. Perfect pick. Yeah. Just the big popular ones are always going to get more noise, you know? Mm-hmm. And the angry noises are the loudest usually.
Yeah.
So. By the way, before we get to this week's bets, Easy Allies patrons are getting 2 bonus love and respect questions that we do after the show. They are so fun, including one about our sacred save files.
Ah.
So if you want to get in on the extended cut, consider becoming a $5 patron. $5, patreon.com/easyallies. You get the ad-free podcast 2 days early. Super good. You get into the official Discord where you can vote on the top 10s. Everyone hangs out in there, the best community in the biz. And you can you can submit questions to Love and Respect. So please help us out. We need your support. We need your love. We need your respect. And if you really want to help us out, you can join one of our producer tiers. Our platinum producers get a shout out on this podcast each and every week. This month's shout outs go to the legends, Jabawabs and Elthanis. Shout out. Now come join us on Patreon for those questions. Time for this week's bet. The moment of truth is almost upon us. Will it live up to my expectations? Mafia: The Old Country releases next week. Out of nowhere, it has snuck up.
It felt like that. It was so funny because I was booking Gamescom stuff, and I was like, okay, who haven't I heard from? And I emailed 2K, and I was like, yeah, let me know what you got there. Like, you got Borderlands, you got Mafia, and then like a couple of days later, I realized, like, of course they don't have Mafia, because Mafia will be out before Gamescom.
Be out.
I was like, oh, hey, sorry about that. What about review codes?
In the top 10 English reviews on OpenCritic, how many times will GTA or Grand Theft Auto be mentioned? Damiani is out. Wicked Worm Bloodworth.
13 for Hangar 13.
Oh, that's great. Whimsical Scum Isla.
6.
6. Punish Castellanos Don.
Oh, he also said 6.
And Gabby's out as well. And I am right in the middle of you all with 8.
Nice.
8. So we will see. Will they reference it? It's a funny personal bet for me because when Mafia 1 and 2 came out back in the day, everyone complained because it wasn't GTA enough. And that pissed me off, and it still bothers me to this day, actually. Like, I still think about it often. Like, there's nothing to do in the open world. Gosh. So yes, will there be comparisons, unfounded and unjust comparisons to GTA? We will find out. Last week's bet, Grounded 2 hit early access on Tuesday. Check out our group stream from Tuesday.
That's so good.
That was so much fun. I cannot wait. That's got to be an easy chilling game. We gotta play some Grounded.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Good call.
sure.
Good call.
Love playing this with you all. My goodness. Last week, we asked how many bugs we would see in the launch trailer or most recent trailer, just in case. Damiani said 101 Dalmatians. Bloodworth said 46. Isla said 74. Don said 40. Gabby said 20. I said 38. The story trailer basically was the launch trailer. They just dropped an available now tag at the end. The answer is 53, and Bloodworth takes it.
I don't know, Blood. We're at 9 already. That's 10. This is the same trailer I counted.
But
before.
you're counting the same. You're counting the same spider like multiple times. Like that's the same.
This is a different location.
But it's in the...
And they were like
I don't
5 guys.
know.
I went through this thing frame by frame.
That is. We're
I
at
went
like
through this
14.
thing frame by frame. It did the little tallies. Chop,
It's
chop,
interesting
chop,
the
chop,
guy
chop,
who
chop, chop,
wins
chop.
is the one who. That's 15, 16.
To be fair, Blood did ask.
I also did it
To be
multiple
fair,
times.
Yeah.
Same.
It's all above board.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, I thought it was between
21.
Damiani and Isla.
Yeah.
22.
No, that's the same guy.
Yeah, 23.
trying to do this in real.
24.
There was a part where they flash so
25.
fast. This is hilarious.
27,
Okay.
28. 29. 30.
There was
in there.
another one there, but yeah.
Yeah. 31.
No, we already had the
You didn't count the
buggies.
caterpillar. 33. 34. 35.
There were 2 bugs on the side there too. 37.
36. 37.
You're at the end of the trailer now. So your live counting is behind mine.
Wait, you got 37?
I got like 39. 37.
I said 38. I win. Yeah.
No, there's multiple coming up. Because we got these two guys.
40, 50, 41.
And then you've got like 5 here.
Dude,
1,
like
2, 3,
katana
4, 5. Yeah,
That counts,
5 here.
yeah.
Okay, so 46.
Yeah. And then the ones that were in the flashy frames. So yeah, 53.
I
God
trust it.
damn it.
I trust it. Well done, Blood.
I mean, if you landed at 46, that's what I bet.
I'm saying you did better.
bringing the current scores to still in first place, Punish Castellanos, Don 9.
The buggies for chat, hang on. For chat, people saying that they were riding them. The buggies are like assigned per kid, so we're only counting each buggy once.
Yeah,
But
so that was
reasonable to assume that it's the same bug.
Yeah, that was the thing. That was the question. It's like, do I count every bug in
makes
every
sense.
frame, or do we like
Yeah. No,
consider
Blood
like
did it right. We always trusted Blood.
When we
Nobody
flipped-
ever doubted Blood.
I trust it. I trust it.
Nobody ever doubted Blood.
Punish Castellanos in first place with 9.
Say your thing.
Dispatch, wicked worms on my tail.
And sneaking up with a couple wins, the Wicked Worm, Daniel Bloodworth with 6. And then
Fucking horse worm.
and then 4, 3, 3, 2. So Bloodworth's catching Don. Getting there. Still has a 3
Yeah, it's a ways behind.
lead. That is big. There's a lot of good stuff up this week, so please head on over to youtube.com/easyallies to catch up, ring that bell, like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. It really helps us out, for real. As mentioned earlier, you can check out our Dead Take interview with Abu. Super epic. We teased that a little earlier in the podcast. We also put up our hands-on preview and interview for Bloober's new survival horror game, Chronos: The New Dawn. Not kidding around, it has potential to be in my top 5 of the year. That is how hyped I am for that game. Just looks like good old-fashioned, dark, sci-fi survival horror. Yes. Also did a preview for the new Shinobi game coming out next month, and I'm not being hyperbolic or overhyping it when I seriously say Goaty watch every time I mention this game. Don agrees. We shot the preview together. Also took a quick look at the latest Witchfire update. Still in early access, coming out next year, but it's really shaping up to be a special game. It's a small team, and that game feels good. And then we also, like I said earlier, played 3 hours of Grounded 2 on early access launch day. So that's really fun. Always getting in on the ground floor.
Oh.
All right, Bloodworth, you get to shout out to anything or anyone that is on your mind this week. You get the final word, and you get to sign off with the trademark sign off.
ah crap.
Crap.
Shout out to Bucky.
Bucky Barnes?
No, Bucky is from Pocket Pair.
Power World.
Now Pocket Pair Publishing, putting out Dead Take as their first game. And if you watch the interview, you can hear the whole story behind how that went down.
Oh.
It is a story.
Oh, hi, Snowbike Mike.
Hey, Snowbike Mike.
Snowbike Mike in chat says, this guy Big Mike rules.
Yeah, you too. My Battlefield brother in arms now. We
Hell yeah.
will be squatting up.
Hell yeah.
But I mentioned this in the interview, but like Abu, I ran into Bucky at the Game Awards quite a bit, and then we just kept chatting over the past 7 months as well. So yeah, Bucky's been keeping an eye out for me out there as well. And final word. Oh goodness, final word. What we got? What we got?
What do we got, Bud?
Man, Tears of the Kingdom ain't played out. That game's great. You got to get back to it. Get on there on that frame rate edition when you get that Switch 2. Get back into Tears of the Kingdom.
He's right.
There we go. And we will see you before the next Blood Moon rises. Oh, my car.
The Easy Allies would like to thank our Patreon podcast producers. We apologize in advance for all the ally names we are about to misspell and mispronounce. Jabawabs, L. Thanis, Alexander Zirianov, Jay Shee, Jesper Popmel Dufay, 44 Stars, Andri, Brandon White, Brian Kruger, Daniel Martinek, Douglas Chomich, Faraz Rizvi, Garrett Holfish, G. Levin, Hayden Hargraves, Jesse Blue, Luis Ibarra, Miguel Rivas, Mo Grant, Paul Sway, Ronka Q, Robert Stoffel, Sam Handrick, Stomps, Stepan Hakobian, The Banana Forklift Killer, Chum Nguyen, Zigazich, Anish Dor, Aaron Haney, Accounts Payable, Alex Monaco, Anacroft, Andreas Risberg, Anthony F., Anthrioni, Arthur Lau, Barry Tomasini, Brian Foster, Bunny Chen, C.S. Lewis, Katie Garza, Chief Uhu, Chris Eccles, Christopher Santis, Clay Roberts, Colin Montoot, Connell Sumlin, Corey Jackson, Corey Landega, Crumb Eyes, Cyberboa, Dan Sebring, Daniel Kozlowski, Daniel Wong, David Aniki, Enya Hink, Eric Tobias, Ethereal Ether, Forever Ender, Forrest, Gabriel Smith, Jen Woofles, Gino Elite, Gustav Strombaum, Harrison Holt, Isun Chor, Ian Anderson, Gerald, Jesse Wilkeson, John McCullough, John Prey, Junia Motomura, Carl Williams, Keegan Boyle, Kevin Gillet, Kroldemort, Leon Keys, Line Crown 19, Marco Hernandez, Materia Addict, Matthias Clare, Max Miller, Miguel, Nefertiti Jenkins, Nycrypt, Nikhil Sharma, Ninja Kitty Meow, Ono Turtle, Oruguchino, Pablo Rodriguez, Patrick Held, Pixelated, Pulphead, Ray Aldiar, Reed Johnson, Richard Ma, Ritz 1906, Robert Seven Lee, Robin, Ryan Rudger, Sage Mode Q, Salvers, Samuel Copeland, SD Prima, Sebastian T, Servino, Sean Johnstone, Cito, Strikeout NZ, Tadashi 047, Tim Strothman, Tomovi Kioni, Tony Tarantino, Travis Ing, Wouter DeHaze, Yami Zetsume.